love the rejuvenating face.
I do. Oh, I spent too long making a map. I have no idea what y'all are gonna do tonight. I just feel so ill prepared.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
That you feel ill prepared. I know it's not my fault, but I just don't feel. Say something real quick.
Hello?
Okay. I'm just testing that the sound is set up right.
Hello?
You know, it doesn't have an entrance sound, so it's a look to see where that is.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Do you have to pay for Nitro to use the intro sounds?
I'm not sure.
Is it a Nitro feature?
That's what I don't know.
Let's see where is the settings for that? Yeah, you have to have Nitro.
Tragic.
Different sounds per server. So one different one for this one.
Howdy.
Hi.
How goes?
Direct! Eating.
Eating Mugu Guy fan?
The race war starts now!
Fuck you.
Goo goo gaga.
Instant falls!
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Howdy.
Hey yo.
Hello.
Greetings. How goes it?
Pretty good.
Not too bad.
Good.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Is it game time?
I guess.
Yes. Excellent guess.
What does that mean?
I don't know. So we're missing just Aya.
I
Yeah.
believe so.
What's everybody doing?
I'm doing okay.
People, making fools of themselves.
What's up?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
what are you doing?
Watching a bunch of British people making fools of themselves.
It's just like the default state.
Pretty easy for them.
So you're just watching Parliament, huh?
Not that much.
House of Lords.
Those are too foolish.
Too foolish for you,
Dual stream Congress and with them if I really want a headache.
There's multiple screens. The Western world politics all around you.
Sounds awful.
Rather watch
It
Westworld.
really does. What's wrong with Westworld?
Fucked it up.
Did they? Oh.
I think it got pretty bad from what I remember.
They took the West out of it and they just went to the world.
No, that's lame.
What I heard, I stopped watching after the first season, but I heard it got the same sort of, oh no, the fans figured out what we were doing. We have to change the entire plot disease.
Hmm.
Rather than just,
That's too
continue
bad.
with
The
the
first
story
season was
that they've
really
built.
good.
Yeah, the first season was great. I liked it
I
a lot.
really liked it.
You would not like the second season then.
Nope. I'm gonna let it there.
I didn't watch it.
One season alone in my head. Didn't get further than that, and that's too sad. I'm so sad it got canceled. Huh.
What a shame.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I was making soup and I lost track of time. Sorry.
It's
No
always
worries.
time for soup. What kind of soup?
It's cream of potato.
Oh, yeah.
I should actually get a food before we begin. Oh my goodness. I suddenly don't feel very good. I'm gonna try and do my best this evening.
You got tummy hurt?
I don't know. I feel like who's running the microwave, so nothing I say is coming through.
We're hearing it.
Or I cannot hear anything. One of the two.
Well, he's dead.
He's dead.
The world is ours. We can do whatever we want now. Alexander, your sister, she's not crazy. You're no longer a rabbit.
Oh my god.
Go on, Wing. Tell me more.
All of Scout's family is alive. There was never a war. Garrus, completely surrounded by prostitutes.
That didn't seem right.
That's just real.
They all actually enjoy his company.
Whoa.
Hey, the microwave stopped.
Hell yeah.
Sure hope you didn't say anything rude about Garrett. It'd be fucked up.
What you gonna do? He's stuck at home.
I mean, are you saying I should give y'all another wish spell?
No!
Are you sure? Sounds like
No.
that sounds like that's exactly what you want.
I'll be back in like 3 weeks when we finally decide on a wish.
You're just gonna give it to Zarek. I know you.
Oh, that'd be so easy. Oh my god.
Wouldn't it be easy for Jan?
No, because Jan would actually go with what the party.
Oh God.
Jan just wants to move on.
Anyways, as I was saying, I feel kind of sick, and like, I feel like that pre-fever is making me feel sleepy and kind of shitty. But I'm gonna
Sure
do
you don't
my
wanna-
best.
You wanna go be a sleepy shitty guy?
I want to postpone.
Wanna
'cause
go
I'm
shit?
tired.
Maybe piss, maybe come.
It's because you've been hanging out with me so much, and you see now you're sick too.
That's what it is.
That's how it works.
I have through the power of the internet has given me some kind of bronchitis.
You're welcome.
I
Hell
mean,
yeah,
Aya
brother.
doesn't make the rules. It just happens.
No,
I mean,
I've
I
been
know
making
we're-
Now you can be sick for a whole month. I love
I-
bronchitis.
I am still sick.
Yeah, bronchitis gets me for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's fucking miserable. I'll also try my best to prepare for today. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we'll see. What were you saying, huh?
I just was gonna continue to talk about bronchitis, but I really would rather play D&D. So
That's
you
legit.
go on.
I'm just filling up my water and then we'll start it. I got a new map making software too, which I spent some time in. I think it's gonna be a lot easier to shit out maps. is my least favorite part of D&D prep.
Mirror bar is so pretty.
It is. Speaking of, is everybody in here?
Yahar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need a recap music.
Is this Gondor?
No.
No.
No,
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
think so. I don't know.
Gondor is,
I'm
like,
sure it's some
super
fantasy
cute.
town. I don't know what this is.
Is
Gondor's
it
like a
Warcraft
mountain.
movie Stormwind?
Oh.
But I hope not.
Is it?
I don't know.
It is laid out kind of like Stormwind,
It does
though.
look. It does look.
With
a
the
little bit like
channels.
Stormwind.
It does. Yeah, it really does
Shit.
look like Stormwind now that you say that.
Oh my god, it is. I googled it.
Oh.
You know what's super funny? When Koji asked me what the city looked like, I was like, well, I'm kind of thinking like Stormwind.
Oh, it is.
Oh my
It's
god,
so
the
fun.
district roofs are different colors and everything.
Yo, I was gonna
Mhm.
say, I can see the segregation, the segregation
Mm.
district from here.
I honestly like.
Oh.
I was like, well, this is basically what I thought about when I look at Mirror Bar. And now I see it, and I'm like, it is Stormwind. I can like see the districts.
I'm
Yeah, it's so
so
subtle.
mad.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't care.
I don't care either, but
I
it's
think it
really
looks great.
funny. It's
I don't care
very
either, but
funny.
it's very funny. Because Stormwind was kind of what I was thinking when I was thinking of Mirror Bar, but just not.
Mhm.
And when we meet, when we
Does
meet
that mean we-
Alexander's sister,
Wait,
it's
wait,
Varian
if we-
Rin in a wig.
If we zoom in, now I know this is from the Warcraft movie, so this joke doesn't really track, but fucking follow along with me here. If we zoom in on the docks, are we gonna see Gen Greymane?
Oh my god.
We can't attack him for some
You
reason.
know the gangrene one won't live in my fantasy homeland. I won't allow it.
Well, Derek, you know what you have to do.
I think I know how I can get Alexander to turn against Mirror Bar.
Gangrene on the throne.
Holy shit.
That would imply that I could summon Gen Greymane, which I cannot.
That would make
Alright.
that would make Alexander like a broken.
Is Alexander just Anduin?
No, please stop all of this.
Oh god, no. To recap. We have to stop. Where's the auction house?
Wait, his advisor's a dragon.
Oh
Well, not
no.
This wasn't even my intention.
This was nobody's intent. I didn't even know this was Stormwind until Steph was like, man, is this Stormwind from the movie?
You're so Nixia can still win.
Hold on, she's on to something.
We could bring a Nixia back. She kind of deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
Recap. We interrogated the guy, and then he got murked. And then we traveled to Mirror Bar with Angus. And we took a little military side detour and ended up at a town where there have been many, many mysterious disappearances, which would be a side quest. We're going to park that side quest for now because we're fairly certain that this is an unalive mission. And in the case that we unalive ourselves here, we just have to go back and fix that side quest again, probably. So I think that was kind of the philosophy, and we were really intent on getting to the city. So we came to the city.
Excellent.
Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
I feel very I don't know if if you were to rephrase the things that elf guy we questioned said to us, I'd remember them. But there's a whole lot that I don't remember about that interrogation. But it was mostly about the radiance and turning it into something that does not control people, it infects, which is how he was able to remain in control when he turned into Paimon.
Mm-hmm.
And he also a Fae.
He is a Fae. He is from the
Sealy
Feywild.
elf from the Feywild.
We gave his
something...
corpse to Garrett.
We did. Well, we wanted. Didn't we want to keep?
I actually don't think you said anything to Garrus about this corpse. You just dumped it through the portal.
No, we did because he said I'll put it in the weird room.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
The room with the carpet.
I was like, Garrus would do a lot with a little.
Because Garrus was like, "Oh, we've never brought a corpse back."
Yes, no, he knows.
I was like,
that radiant stuff. He's working with the Feywild. He's pretty high up in the science stuff, and I think we did that with his corpse because we was it that we didn't want it to be discovered more, or was it that we didn't want any information that he getting back to the people who have divination? I don't remember what was the prevailing what was the prevailing reason?
The
was
person
it not
that owns the hotel was coming back to check on us, and we needed to get rid of the body.
And then I think we just left him there because we didn't want reset, something about to do with a reset, I think, and it turned into a whole thing. But that is true. We broke a window. The window broke when he got shot.
Oh yeah.
And the inn owner came and the arrow is from an elite Mirabaran soldier.
Yeah, you have a +3 arrow on you.
Nice. How many of us
It's
use
a powerful
bows?
arrow.
Is it just me? Is it just me who has a bow?
I mean, hell, at this point, it's a pretty good shiv.
It's +3.
No, I watched a video about this. It's gotta be. You've gotta have a heavy duty, a certain type of arrow, a high draw arrow. Otherwise, that stuff that happens in movies where you draw with you use a low draw weight arrow. I shouldn't say draw weight because draw weight is actually the bowstring, but there's a very specific type of arrow that can kind of be used to stab, and all other arrows you try stabbing with it, they actually don't work very well.
They would snap without all the speed.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else really interesting. The guy was kind of high up. He works with Zachary and Helena. Is there anything else super interesting that he told us? Oh, we found out that Alexander's siblings are alive.
Didn't he not know who they were?
The Fae didn't know who the others were, but Angus knew.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because the Fae guy doesn't go to the city that much, so he said.
By the way, is it Angus or
kind of
Agnes?
weird.
It's Agnes. But I like that you all have called him Angus.
That was my fault. I'm sorry.
I'm alright. I like it.
Oh, Uncle Declan.
Uncle Declan.
Okay. I can't think of anything else really important from the interrogation. If anybody else has anything else we want to keep in mind while we're here in the city.
All I remember. And I listened to it today.
Mm-hmm. I think that's about everything I can think of.
One thing is Jan the only person that's noticed the person that's been smirking at them at various places?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Just asking.
This individual has only made a point to smirk at Jan.
Oh, that's right.
All right. Excellent.
Derek, which of the 5 statues at the entrance is going to be Alexander?
Oh. Hold on. I want to know the answer to that.
Yeah. Probably the third one. There is actually a statue of Alexander.
Whoa.
Oh, we
Uh,
get to see what he looked like.
more or less, yes.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
But I should be letting Aya describe it.
Oh, hold on. I have actually a picture
That'll work.
because there's no pic crew, so I had to use a real person. I wasn't thrilled with that.
Okay. You guys are still up on the hill overlooking the town. Agnes, kind of in the midst of cooking breakfast, will just say, "You all know you're wanted here, right?"
For
Wait,
what?
does he know that still? I thought someone didn't we yeet the wanted poster away from him?
Yeah, I don't think he knows that.
He does know that. His wanted poster is not his only contact with the city.
I guess that's fair.
That is fair.
He does actually have a regiment outside of hanging out with the boys.
We're the boys.
You're the boys. He would say, "You are to be detained or killed here. I have not done so because I have since questioned the notions of these actions. You all are good people, at least from what I can see. Going into here, there will be very little I can do to help."
I think we came here knowing the danger.
I suspected as much.
But there are some things we need to know before we can proceed.
I also don't want you to put your own position in jeopardy. So if you can't be seen with us, it's completely understandable. You have your own city to run after all. People that rely on you.
We will unfortunately have to separate here. I will try and help from the shadows, but I cannot guarantee how much aid I will be.
Oh, before you go, I'm going to try the Gregory trick on him, but I'm going to try it a little bit differently. So I've got the slate of mind, right? And I've been taking notes on it with like some of the information we got like from the interrogation. So we've got notes in the slate of mind. Could he would Agnes just like write himself a little note in the slate? Just in case, and I'd probably say like just in case you. Oh, I don't know exactly what it is. Just in case anything ever happens that makes you forget what happened between us. When we meet again, what would you say to yourself? And he can write himself a little note, maybe, and we can use that to make him not immediately kill or arrest us next time.
I guess you have all told him what's going on, right?
We spend a week together.
Yeah, I think we have
Okay.
he has like I think some idea. I think. I don't know if he believes it.
That's a good point.
It was like 5 days of horse travel together and like camping out and whatnot. I'm sure we've revealed some stuff.
This party is so tight-lipped.
You will write something incomprehensible on this slate, and he will say, "If what you say is true, and you do see me again in the past, this should be enough to get me to cooperate." It seems to be written in a strange runic language.
Ooh.
Not one that any of you recognize.
What are you gonna do now?
Oh, probably fly it to the city and see the state of things.
This man's dead. Not sorry. That's my but
Well, could you scout out for us and see and report back to us before you leave?
he's already put
Yes.
himself in grave danger, even
Mhm.
traveling where he could be seen with us.
That's
We
true,
can't, we
but I'm
can't
sure
ask any
he.
more of him.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind helping a little bit, being a good person.
He would say, I don't necessarily care for my own safety is inconsequential at this moment.
That's what I thought.
However, there are beings here who can read minds, and they are hidden amongst the townsfolk. They are not going to have any issue knowing your whereabouts if I know them, and I know how to contact you. It is in your best interest that I do not know.
Well, that information helps at least.
And he'll just be open. I don't know if he would necessarily know what they are.
Would I know what he's talking about, or is this a new development?
You probably would not have heard of this.
These sound like
This is probably a
bellboys
new
to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Derek. I thought
No,
you were.
that's okay. That's probably what Scout would jump to.
Scout does jump to bellboys like immediately. She's probably like, oh come on.
Do you mention that to Agnes?
Oh, probably because I've gotten into some trouble for jumping into conclusions in the past. I would ask him if they are priest-like individuals who carry bells.
You would actually say no. They carry swords that they can summon on command. They are angelic in nature.
Well, I can't tell if that's worse or better for me.
So that said, they are indistinguishable from another person until they wish to be seen for what they are.
No, it is probably a relief that another one of our enemies is not here conspiring with all the rest of them.
That Agnes is aware of.
God damn it. Okay. Well, that's cool. All we have to do is walk through the city and do nothing but sing spat in our head.
Walk through the city and just sing like praises to Timora in your head. Actually, that'd probably go pretty bad.
That would be a problem.
It might be. Oh yeah, Agnes will say, do we have some way of contacting people from afar?
Oh! The group howl.
The what?
Ooh.
The group's howl.
The caged wolves.
Ooh. I don't know if you could add Agnes to the family plan. I don't know how it works.
I think there's 3 of them.
Okay.
Right, Zokra?
Yeah.
So hypothetically, he could have one, I guess.
I'm sorry, go on.
No, that was it
Was it?
for me.
Lady Scout, I don't know how many spell slots you have, but it actually might be in our best interest between you and I to cast protection from good on evil on some of our companions that have more wandering minds.
Help. Oh,
That is true. It would
That's-
prevent mind reading.
it's actually a very good idea. That's also a very good question. Would divine sense work for these things?
They are celestial, so yes.
Do I have that on 10? I think so.
I don't think they have any way. Let me look at that stat block.
How long does divine sense? And a divine sense doesn't last that long.
Like a minute?
We'd have to. Yeah, no, it's a turn.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a turn, but we get 60 feet of awareness.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost any. At least mine doesn't cost any spell slots.
No,
We
but
could
you
just
only
keep-
get a couple.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
It's your fish 1 plus charisma modifier.
Yeah. No, they have no way of hiding. He would say, as he is also a paladin, would say, yeah, they indeed will be detectable from your divine senses. There are not a lot of them, but should you run into them, it will be a problem.
Between Scout and I, we can at least get a decent distance, I think, somewhat safely.
We can do some protection from evil and good. I think.
Yeah, that too. Jan should get one.
Which lasts. So spellbook
Mhm.
says up to 10 minutes, but maybe God will be nice to us.
God will be Baldur's Gate does a lot of changes I think are very cool. One of them is protection from good and evil lasts quite a long time, so I'm okay with it lasting. There's not a lot of moments where this spell really gets to shine unless it lasts for a while.
And it is a concentration, so we technically have between us 2 protection from good and evils.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would be.
I
If you
have
guys want to burn
one.
your spell slots on it, I would be alright with that. I
Also,
think
we
it can
have
last as long as you concentrate on it.
Who should have a protection from good or evil spell?
Jan.
Definitely Jan.
Honestly, probably me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would also say myself.
But I'm like, would we be that? So I'm like, would Scout be that selfish? But also, she would know that she would potentially turn into Chihuahua.
I think
Right.
the 2 of you would have the most to think
You're the-
about.
Well,
or how to-
Ko has one too, so we can give it to Jan, and then the 2 paladins that have an issue in this.
I can give it to Scout. Scout can give it to Jan. And Self, maybe? I don't know if that would...
Does our good buddy?
Would
I'm
offer
now
one
not
up.
sure. I'm questioning about his make. Can he pop off a good and evil spell?
He will. He will give it to a 4th party member.
So
Fox,
Aurora,
maybe.
Fox, or Fox did get all fucked up.
I think Fox.
Beast mode. Yeah, I also say Fox.
Because Fox also does quite a lot of the thinking for us.
That's
We
a
need
bit.
that mind safe.
Alright, Fox. Agnes will lay a hand upon your head, and you will have protection from good and evil cast upon you. All of your weapon attacks will do an additional 1d8 radiant damage.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay. And then Ilja and Aurora just have to keep your minds as blank as possible.
Man,
Got a raw
Steve.
dog.
Nope.
And
I don't
Steve,
think
problem there, Chief.
For Ilja, that will not be a problem, I don't think.
So,
do.
Aurora would just focus on the things that... the maid things that Sasha did, and how she was trained. Be thinking maid thoughts.
Your daily responsibilities. Get checklist.
Yeah.
and Steve too. Keep that head empty.
Steve's gonna play poker in his mind,
Nice.
counting cards and shit in a hypothetical poker room.
And Ilja's just Wii Home music.
Yeah. It's that,
Yeah.
and then the
Ilja doesn't have to state what they're thinking about. It's empty.
it's the fucking Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's that little guy dancing, and it's the
The fucking
oh my
Susano
god.
theme.
That's one of them. Yes.
Is that what you
I
were
just-
thinking of?
The Mexican cat is what I'm thinking of. Hold on.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't even know what that is.
There.
Badger, 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 badger.
I'm just thinking of the the meme music.
There. Put it in general nonsense.
Yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. I can't say for certain that I know this city as well as I once did. It has been 900 years, but how would we all like to proceed? And I can try and guide us there.
Carefully.
And I'll bring you all to.
Well, what should our first goal be? Would you suggest, Alexander?
Actually, I know this city very well, and I know the castle very well. And I know that in my ill-spent youth, I would probably have snuck out of the castle to go do teenage boy things. So I bet I know a way into the castle, right?
You would.
I like where this is going.
So, I don't think there's any just going to the front door and being diplomatic about this. I think they'll arrest us and who knows what else if we do that. So we should sneak in. And I do know a way to do that, but we should wait for the cover of darkness. So until then, we'll just have to idle about the city for a bit. But we should stay together because obviously it's quite dangerous.
Yeah, it's best that none of us go wandering off. Also, Derek, this fucking is Stormwind. I see they keep all the night elves.
Yeah, well, I made this map today, modeled kind of on Stormwind. I hope it looks okay.
Mhm.
I hate
great.
it, but
No, it looks fantastic.
Why do you hate it?
I hate everything I make.
But I do see the night elf slum.
Yeah, it's over here. And just the regular people slum is over here.
Oh my god.
That's where they keep the dwarves.
That said, Alexander, you would know a way into the castle district from inside the city.
Mhm.
At least a way you probably think has never been covered up. That said, getting inside the city walls may be a bit of a challenge. Once you're in here, you're good, but you got to get in here first.
Okay. That will be difficult. Because I don't think I know a way to breach the city walls. And if I did, I would have narked as a young man. Or even as like a prince.
There is a security issue on the western flank.
Is there a way to enter through the harbor?
Yeah, the water.
I hate you, Derek. I was talking to Alexander.
Yeah, the water.
All of a sudden, I don't like this plan. I'm going home.
This party stinks.
Oh man, these guys stink!
So
Yeah,
what
we'll
does
say you guys are like up here.
Oops.
so what would entering the city kind of entail? Are they checking passports, luggage?
So they're going to be checking individuals. You would probably know when cities were on a lockdown, they generally had guards check every traveler and caravan who went into the main city past the gate town.
Mm-hmm.
So feasibly, you could probably get in here easy enough.
Mhm.
Here is where they would be checking people. They would also have a construct check for any kind of magical
So no disguise
enchantments.
And what's this right here?
You don't know.
Oh. I mean, are they houses?
It looks like a complex of some kind.
Okay.
There's always the water.
What do you do with that? Swim in it?
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah.
it'd be quite cold, but it is a plan. If we were to swim.
Huh. Maybe we should check out the layout of these two slum cities on the outside.
We could also go through the
You
night
would
elf
indeed know the
slum.
river
Yeah.
goes this way.
Where's the river? I didn't see anything.
River on the left does flow this way.
Ah. Zoomed out enough.
What's the plan, boys?
I'm thinking. I'm using all my brain power.
No, it's all right. By all means, take your time. Like I said, I'm pretty sick, so
Yeah, I think we have to rely on Alexander here to give a
I know,
battle
I'm using.
plan.
I unfortunately don't think
these are
wouldn't know.
probably expanded a lot since you
Yeah.
have been here. At least especially the outer towns.
He definitely wouldn't know about. He wouldn't know anything about the Thieves Guild because surely people sneak into the main city. Like I'm sure there's just people that like do that.
Yes,
But
you
he
do know.
wouldn't.
You
he
know of
wouldn't
the
know.
existence of a thieves guild, but you probably made it a point as a prince to not learn very much about it because you did not
Or
like
try
it.
and crush it.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure there's organizations in these outer cities, these slums, as you'd probably call them, that get you into the city. Maybe we should start there.
Yeah, I think that is a good idea.
Okay.
Question is which side?
This side is bigger. I'm also curious about this structure.
Good in it as any.
All right, we're going to the slums, Cody.
All
Does
right.
look like a church.
No,
I know,
surely not. Okay, as you enter the outer city, it's not necessarily the worst you've ever seen, but it is definitely the poorer part of town. People do seem to be caring about their lives. You do see a large, I did not put it on the map, but there is a large farming area here. They suspect a lot of these people probably tend to. Aside from that, what do you want to look at specifically?
Probably, if we want answers, we probably gotta go to a tavern of some sort.
Sketchy's
Okay.
Tavern.
Yeah, we gotta find someplace sketchy. I also am taking off my silver brooch because that's the symbol of the royal family. I'm just gonna put that away.
No. I have to say I'm shocked.
I know. It feels bad. I just tuck it in my little pockets.
Do I have a bar? Do.
Is this outer area more mountainous or plains?
Hold on a second. I'm not on that map. Which outer area?
The like landscape.
This is plains.
Okay.
These are mountains.
Okay. No climbing the hill outside Stormwind and slow falling in.
Since people did ask about it, on our way into the outer city, did we see with the cluster of buildings?
Oh, yes. As you walk by that particular building, you will note that it looks to be of new construction and seems to be an outpost for the Azure Shield.
Oh.
They're all dead now. Well, not, you know.
Do we see people walking around it?
Yeah. You see Azure Shield mercenaries.
They're like the Scarlet Crusade. They never died.
Why do you guys think they're all dead?
The ones that were
at the
down in
party.
Deepwater sure were.
Oh, yeah, those are all dead. They're like ants. As long as there's a desperate soul, there is a willing member with the Azure Shield. Which this garrison does not look uninhabited by any means. That said, you guys go to a bar. Just use an old map. This one's pretty empty. You can put yourself anywhere on this map.
Ignore that.
I won't. Can't believe you've done this. And she'll greet you and say, "What can I do you for?" You guys don't look like you're from around here.
No, we fuck, I can't remember what those other towns were called. We just traveled in from the main road.
You say Grimdor. That's probably the biggest town that you traveled
Yeah,
from.
Grimdor.
That's quite a hike. What brings you to the... You waiting with the rest of them to get inside?
Yep. Yeah, that is what we intend to do, but it's a little cold.
Yeah, tis the season. What, you guys bringing in goods? What are you, merchants?
I have family here, so it's just a visit.
That is, in fact, what I was going to suggest. He's not lying.
It's true. It's not a lie. Wow. Bad timing. They got the whole place on lockdown.
Oh, whatever for?
Well, to be honest, because a lot of guards have been going missing in this part of town.
From that garrison back there?
Oh no. That, you're talking about the Azure Shield?
Oh, you mean city guards?
Yes. Yeah, Mirabar guards. Mirabar guards and a couple of nobles went missing in the lower city. So they've been extra diligent on checking everyone going inside.
Which nobles do you know by chance?
Well, to be honest, I didn't write it down. But assume they were important people. I did not write down particular names. She would say they're not super high ranking. You get the impression they're not super high ranking noble members, but like definitely people you don't want to see go missing in your.
Right. So what is the best way to get in the city then if things are all locked up tight?
Best way is to wait. Unless you, yeah, I mean, a couple of places through the wall if you're looking to maybe get in some trouble. Or by boat. A lot of boats around here.
Boat seems like an easy way to get caught if they're keeping an eye on the pier. Time is ever of the essence, so I wouldn't. If you happen to know a way through the walls, I would keep that in mind as we explore our options.
You would say, gotta admit, little man, that kind of information doesn't come free.
I'm a poor rabbit.
She
I know
kind of
the
holds
party
out her
has
hand.
money. I'll give her 10 gold. I don't know. Told you
Did
I
you?
have 25 gold in my pocket.
That's
That's all I
amazing.
got.
That's the starting gold amount for a noble.
I know it is.
You never have gotten more than that at all.
Mm-mm.
Holy
No.
shit. The party could buy a nation, and they let you sit there with 25 gold.
We'll just buy him whatever you want.
To be fair, Alexander is a type who's too proud to be like, I will not take handouts.
That is
Like,
also true.
I doubt we could just be like, oh, you're low on money here. He'd probably be like, no, I will not be taking.
Alexander, you hand over the 25 gold that you have from character creation, or you hand over 10 of that, and she is like, oh my god, these are antiques.
Uh-oh.
Where did you get these? My man. And she pockets them. She would say, well, I can get you in touch with a guy tomorrow that can get you in the wall. It's not going to be a very good trip. It is kind of through the sewers, but it'll put you out in the harbor district.
Let's see what... Okay. Well,
I
let
do have
me
prestidigitation.
let me
Clean us
let me
up.
discuss it with my companions, but I'll get back to you before the night is over.
Of course. I mean, we got plenty of rooms open if y'all want to stay here, but obviously, do what you got to do.
Hop over to the table.
How'd it go?
Well, they can. She knows someone that can get us through the sewers, but it's not a particularly fun journey because it's through the sewers. But we could also go by boat. I think that's exceedingly dangerous, but it would be quicker. We would have to wait till tomorrow if we wanted to go through the sewers.
Who is this contact? They give you any information?
Mm-mm.
Can we trust that there ain't gonna be a trap on the other end of the sewer?
We won't know.
Derek, could I roll an insight on the barkeep as Alexander walks away?
Yeah.
They're acting any kind of sketchy. That is a 19.
The 19 on insight. You can see that, like, nothing about her gives you the impression that she was lying to Alexander about the ability of her contacts, but she is like looking at that coin and looks like she has maybe stolen from a child.
But she's not looking at Alexander or us like she might
No,
recognize
not at
us.
all.
Okay.
She was
looking
very
at the
proud of herself.
900-year-old coin that I gave her.
Yeah, the 10 museum pieces that Alexander just handed her.
What did you get for this information?
What?
What did you give for this information?
Oh, I gave her 10 gold.
Huh. She's acting like she just stole from you or something.
No, she didn't steal from me.
When you don't have 10 gold is a lot.
True. Someone that doesn't have a lot of money. I understand.
So,
Doesn't Jan have a lot of money?
They don't need to know that.
I was gonna say it's like Jan is not a poor individual.
those are our current options. I guess it depends on how fast we would like to make it over there. Our protection from good and evil spells are not going to last forever, and we will be short one if we choose to do this tomorrow.
It's gonna be odd coming from me, but I think I would prefer to do the safer route and go tomorrow.
Perhaps we can use this day to gather some more intel. We don't need to rush into anything, even without one more protection.
That's true. We can ask around this particular part of the city and see what they knew. It's probably safer here. I can't imagine there's any of the mind readers in this section. But it's best to be safe all the same.
There's no one else in this bar?
No one else in this bar at the moment. How long do you hang out?
Well, do we want to split up into smaller groups and gather as much intel as we can, or do we want to stick together? We might stand out more if we do that.
No, it's true. For this particular area, I do think we should split up into small groups.
Okay.
Yeah,
In the bar.
sounds reasonable. Is this a? I put myself over here so I'd remember to ask. Is this just an entrance drug that has gotten very muddy?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure that I did not enter the bar just into a puddle of blood.
No, I think it's just a shitted up entrance rug.
The barkeep just inherited this bar.
Just stole the previous owner's shoes.
I feel an inclination to kill the shop owner.
No!
The bar owner. My trigger finger is itchy.
What?
Steve and I are gonna go check out the town.
Leave their boots alone.
Jan, why don't you come with me?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what that large structure was in the middle of the town.
Since
Okay.
I'm gonna big brain this. We gave beef. We gave beef one of our group owls.
Yeah.
I think we should give our set parties each a person with a group's owl.
Okay.
Which I think. Who had one? Drizzle had one.
When you attune to it, does it do a gay wolf howl?
Did Jan have one?
I have no idea. I didn't write it down. If I did. You mean the group howl, right? Not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Scout.
I did not have one.
Oh no? Okay.
Because I have the slate.
Aurora?
I think Aurora
I
got
did
a
not.
sword.
I did not have one. I have a shield from Fox.
I do not have whatever this is we're talking about.
I'll take one.
Jan have one then. Let's just do that.
Look at that.
Yep. Jan has one. Drizzle has one. Drizzle should
Howl. Gotcha. Wrote it down.
All right, that way Alexander and Jan can go together.
Is anyone else interested in the middle, the large structure in the middle?
I'd be curious.
Well, come on down.
I'll take you back to this map. What y'all doing?
Where are Scout and I going?
That's a good question.
You're one of the people who wanted to get intel, Steve. Where do you want to head?
Oh, I don't know. Because we're outside the wall. Where is the sewer? Like, do we have an idea of like where that is?
You do not. Well, that said, you could spend your day looking for it. It's not like it's not a structure you couldn't stumble upon.
I don't want to just walk around looking for all day for nothing. Any ideas, Scout, where we should start? And big dummy in my head don't work.
For the sewer or just in general?
Just in general.
Well,
I mean, we could look for it, but
Well, I saw a fairly large building at the center of this area, and I think it may be a place where people congregate, but I can't quite tell if it's administrative or something else. So I guess I probably start there. Important landmarks usually have a bit more information than the outskirts.
works for me.
Are there any other important landmarks that we can't tell from this map, Derek, in this section?
Because this was what we were gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely things in the lower city to find that are not marked on this map. You just have to tell me what you're gonna do and look for shit.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that y'all were going to that big building.
Oh, no, you're fine.
What's this one right here?
You're not over
We're
there.
not over
You
there,
have no
so-
idea.
Oh, okay.
We're on the left side.
Okay.
Well, we could go down and look at the pier.
Yeah. That'd be this, right? It's right here.
Yeah. Yeah, the singular pier over here.
Mm-hmm.
Pier 1, if you will.
That furniture or like coats and shit?
It's furniture.
It was furniture.
What is it now?
What is it now?
Dead.
Gone.
Oh, Pier 0.
Rip mothers. All the mothers of the world cry.
It was all
Okay.
overpriced garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say those who want to investigate this building in the center, as you kind of exit the alleyways, it does open up into a grand cathedral, the top of which does depict a very detailed statue of a serpent headed by an angelic woman. All around this building are guards from the Mirabar army.
Where's Ilja and Aurora going?
That said, this building is beautiful. Every other building around it is not.
Does this building look newer?
Yes. Very much so.
I'm gonna puff up. I'm gonna be quiet and I'm not gonna cause a scene, but that is definitely not Heronia's. Like, it's so blasphemous.
It is not.
We have been telling this goddamn rabbit for years.
This rabbit, very in a huff, does the sign of the cross outside this building, knowing full well it's full of heretics.
And I'll be like, I don't think we should go into this building.
No,
Mm-mm.
but it looks so inviting and looks so much newer than
Listen,
compared to all the garbage around it.
How long do you guys examine it?
I do it once around.
Roll percentile.
Oh god.
Look, Queen.
Good luck.
95.
Wow. Okay. So actually, as you're kind of finishing your once around, you do see 2 guards escorting what appears to just be a teenage boy up the stairs and into the cathedral.
Oh.
Do you look nervous?
Roll an insight.
Is anyone else better at insight than I am?
Yeah, anyone
Oh.
who's seeing this can see it.
Except for this roll, because I got a nat 20.
Nat 20, exceptionally nervous.
Hmm.
This boy looks like he may never leave this cathedral.
I'd point that out to Alexander. Like, man, that sucks for him, I guess.
So, I'm not. The church. Did the church do punishments and stuff in my time?
Very much so.
Okay.
Your partner would have told you that. Your partner would have very gently hinted at the fact that you are maybe blissfully unaware of the church's presence in the poorer districts of town.
So this is odd to me.
This is probably you seeing an extreme version of what he may have told you about in the past.
Okay, that will alarm me. Forget what I said. I need to see what's happening in there. And I'm gonna zip in there. Well, not like zip in there. I'm gonna act casual and hop my way in there.
Yeah, are they allowing other people into the cathedral, or does it look locked down?
No one else is going in.
No one else is going in, but can anyone else go in?
You're unsure. Everyone is avoiding it.
Okay.
There are a lot of guards stationed there, but you're more than welcome to like approach.
All right, I'll approach. We.
Alexander, should we ask some of these passerbys about this before we talk to the guards? I mean, I'm down for a fight if you want, but I feel like that will lead to a fight.
No, we don't want to fight. We want to see what's going on with that poor young man in the church.
Alexander, echoing in your mind were the words of Agnes, who said, "You're wanted in this town, dead or alive."
God damn it. I gotta know what's in there. All right. I don't go in there.
You can do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know that was told to you at the beginning of the session. If you want to duke it out, I'm into it.
No, he doesn't want to duke it out. He doesn't. But he wants to.
You do think for once, Jan is right in this instance that it will result in a fight.
Can I stop someone? I don't want to be the one to stop someone walking by. I'm
You're like a bard, though, aren't you?
Well, Fox is with us too. Fox can ask questions.
Yeah, I'm an intimidating bard. I'm not a persuasive bard.
That's legit.
Does Fox strike you as someone who's particularly persuasive?
Has Fox ever looked like a charisma-based guy? Fox has many talents. I would not say charisma is among them.
I just think of the two of us, Fox is probably the better one to hang down people in the street and ask them, hey, what the hell's going on in there?
I think that's literally what.
Remarkably, I think Jan is probably your best bet as an entertainer and a bard.
All right, I'm gonna stop the nicest looking person in the street.
Okay.
What's your persuasion, Jan? I'm just curious.
Mine's 4, so it's not low. But
That's
Man,
probably
maybe-
better than the other
Maybe
two.
I
could-
should be
I could
persuasive at
try.
times. I've never
I
tried.
do have a
there.
5.
I have a 7.
What? I wasn't there.
The problem is you're not with them.
No,
but
I know, but I
you
just
would
meant
be the one to do that, yeah.
I just meant in general. I've never even tried to do it.
Probably a good call.
Sorry. I'm just talking out loud. Don't worry about it.
Well, Fox, if Fox has a 5, Fox is more than welcome
Yes,
to
I
stop
could.
somebody.
Yeah. Well, what people are there to grab and pull aside?
You see a lot of people, pretty much blue collar workers, seem to be going to and from probably various jobs. You could stop any number of them. There's street urchins. There's going to be panhandlers. All kind of people.
It might be easiest to not raise suspicion by going to a panhandler. Or
That's legit.
I'm good. I will give them a gold and I'll ask them, do you know exactly what's going on with this building over here?
Oh, you're too kind, sir. And he would say, roll me a persuasion.
That's a weird thing to say.
It's crazy, but that's just the rules.
Hold on. Can I use something to make this better? 'Cause I rolled a whole lot of poopy.
Can I give him a bardic inspiration?
You can actually. So that's another thing I really want to incorporate from Baldur's Gate. You can use guidance, bardic inspiration, all that shit as a reaction. I think that's fantastic.
I'm gonna flip Fox an extra coin as bardic inspiration to give to the guy.
Yeah, you can give him an extra d6.
Boom.
I don't got guidance.
That's all right.
Anybody
I'm
have
just for future reference. I think
Do I
that's
have
an
guidance?
excellent use of those cantrips and spells.
Okay, so I'm going to also use Flash of Genius, which is the classical I have. So that
What did
is
you roll?
Wow.
God. That's a soft 20 then.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 on the big die, a 5 on the Bardic Inspiration, and I have a +5 to the Persuasion, so I'm like,
With
maybe better.
with all that going on, that's a pretty good roll actually. And people say, well, to be honest, I'm not sure what the church does, but occasionally, like that young lad who went in there now, he will likely never be seen again. That's why there's been a revolt.
A revolt?
There's been a revolt?
Alexander's ears shoot up.
Yes, he would actually. This is a remarkably informed panhandler.
Thank God. Oh. You know, they really do hear a lot on the street, just
It's
sitting
true.
there all day
What's
asking
that?
for money.
You didn't hear this from me, but quite a lot of. There's been a bit of an underground incursion building, and a lot of these folks have been being helped by those vampires from Chromalia.
Fires?
And here I was looking for a nice vacation spot.
Wait, are you telling me vampires are trying to overthrow the monarchy of this city?
They've been trying to invade us for 400 years. Where have you been?
Not here.
We're from out of town.
They follow some vampire matriarch. They've been trying to invade us by sea for a very long time.
By sea, that is rather remarkable for a band of vampires.
What's they? I know, it's surprising. I didn't think they
I-
could do all
I
that.
would have never assumed that would be their main mode of transportation.
So I assume your harbors are well fortified then from
Oh,
attacks.
exceptionally.
From memory, do vampires in this world have problems crossing water at all?
They are weak to running water, like rivers and streams. They can be on boats that cross seas.
Okay.
So you would
Do they-
know that's probably
do they
not
have any
unusual.
risk being in the water, like falling overboard at all?
Falling
Or anything
overboard,
like
you
that?
think they'd probably be fucked if they really went in the ocean. But
Okay,
that's like
okay.
a gamble they're willing to take.
So yeah, no, it still seems like something maybe a little strange for a vampire to opt to do, but not outside the realm of possibility at all.
Definitely. Definitely not outside the realm of possibility. certainly dangerous. Which you would know. Actually, I don't know if you would know. Did you talk much to the lady at the Muldoon?
I don't think we talked about the nature of vampires and vampirism.
Did you even talk about what country she's from?
Not
Hey,
really.
did you ask that hot vampire lady what country she's from?
Yeah, shady.
Don't I know that? Because we ran into Golthiases before.
Yeah,
but I don't remember if we know what.
I don't think you know what
they're
country they're from.
No, I never think we.
I don't think
ought
we
to-
ever heard their
ought to ask.
exact country.
Wallachia. I don't know, man.
But also, my impression was that they were working with Mirabar. Or that they were somehow involved in some stupid dumb shit.
Well, actually, the first time you ran into them, they were strictly paid to be bodyguards for Muldoon. Or no, they were assassinating Muldoon.
Yeah, that's because one of them had that diary that was talking like about. We didn't know it was Helena at the time, but I believe we have like deduced that it was probably Helena. So that's kind of like what was so suspicious about the Golthiases before, which that you would all know, but I don't think the country ever came up, unless in that diary somewhere they had written like, "Oh, I want to go home to wherever the fuck I'm from."
I miss the green hills of whatever.
The golden sands
the
of
Bonnie Lakes of
The
Loch
funniest
Lomond.
part is you guys have been there, but under very different pretenses.
Is it hell?
You went there through hell.
In this campaign.
But you ended up
that
in
cute
the
little port town.
The Dragon Crystal of Illusion to take you to the Red Manor.
Our fault. How are we? Oh.
I would say in those diaries, you would have heard mention of Chromalia.
Would you say that information was contained in the the Vampire Diaries?
Oh my god, Shane.
Man, I need to have you leave.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Okay.
I put this in during the game. Chromalia is like a kind of like a not that far away by sea from Mirabar.
Vampire Island.
Were these vampires a problem? You said the last 400 years, so I'm assuming they were not an issue when I was prince.
Certainly not. You had not heard any word of these when you were prince.
My fur is so fucking ruffled.
Unusual. So, are the vampires and the happenings at the church connected, or are they just happening at the same time?
From what he's saying, they're very much opposed. He is saying the civilian rise up in the lower city is being assisted by these vampires.
Since they're being assisted, does that mean the vampires have any spokespeople here, or
Do they have any of the vampire union reps?
This panhandler does not know any vampire union reps.
well, who runs this part of the city? Who's in charge?
Like legally?
Yeah.
He says
the queen.
The queen, the eternal queen.
Yes, but who does her bidding in this area? She can't be everywhere, right? Looks at Alexander.
He points to the big ass church. They do.
And the person in charge of that church would be.
I hope I never meet him. Whoever the deacon of this fine establishment is who oppresses us.
That intimidation is about to come out in front of these guards.
You expect this panhandler to know how the entire church functions.
Okay, well, who's the hot titty snake lady on the church? How about that? Can you tell me that?
Stavia Miriandel.
That sounds about right.
It doesn't. It doesn't sound right at all.
Alexander, we'll discuss this later.
Alexander, you didn't tell me that's who you pray to.
You quite clearly know that that's not who I pray to.
Right, he's from a different sect. Come along now, let's go.
As we're walking away, I am all on a big fluffy hop. I was like, the people are rising against the city. That hasn't happened in thousands of years. What do they have to rise up against? I'm so upset.
Sounds like a bad monarchy.
I think you did just hear that people are being abducted by the church.
And we saw
that would have never happened in my day. The church
Yes,
isn't
but that was 1,000 or so years ago. A lot can change.
Well, maybe we can clear this up when we meet your sister.
I just don't understand how the city could look almost identical from when I last saw it and be so internally different. What has happened here?
And then everybody give me a percentile roll.
I really, out of character, I really want to take the bait of seeing what happened to that kid. 49.
89.
75?
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
What does it mean?
I hate percentile rolls.
Good say.
I never know if tie is good or not.
Rat bastard. It could be good or bad. It doesn't matter.
Giving you the RuPaul jump scare.
At least we know going to the harbor was a bad idea.
Yeah, you do. You have gleamed that the harbor is very well guarded and probably has been for the last several centuries.
I think even Alexander suspected as much.
Even in Alexander's time, it's obviously a big open spot for the city walls. You're going to have guards there.
Yeah.
That said, let's move to the other group. Scout. God damn it.
What is Aurora and Ilja doing?
Yeah, what is Aurora? Wasn't Scout with them?
No, Scout's with Steve.
All right, what's Aurora and Ilja? What's the game plan?
I was gonna be kind of lurking around the inn that we got the.
Yeah, you want to wait at the bar and look and see if anyone interesting comes in?
Yeah, that, but like also just like maybe like look around and see if there's like a sneaking happening. Like,
He'll just sitting in the bar staring at the bathroom, being like, I'm watching you.
Not even that, but just like seeing what if there's like a situation with going in sewers or whatever.
Like people actively going to the sewer?
I don't know, just people like
to the
looking
bathroom.
sneaky.
Well, I mean, like, it sounds like there's an uprising, and the sewers would be a really good place to meet up. Just saying.
So, are you trying
no
to
one wants to
stay?
be down there.
You're trying to sit at the bar, or you're trying to look for the sewers?
No, I'm not saying at the bar. I'm kind of like going around because if this person knows somebody that's going into Kitten.
Going into Kitten.
Going into Kitten. I hadn't accounted for this. Where's Kitten?
Do you have a map for that, Derek?
Keeping you on your toes.
Kitten's in the docks.
Sec, we gotta go.
That's their defense. It's just Kitten.
I really do want to like Google to see if like inside of cat map Google D&D.
I don't think you want that.
I want it to be like a fucking Magic School bus diagram of a cat.
Yeah, like the
I
one
don't
where they
think
just
that's what
go
you'll
inside
find.
of a child's
No.
body. And they're just like, wee.
I have the insides of a Tarrasque battle map if you want that. It's probably similar to a cat's insides.
Dude, that map's sick as hell.
It is, but it's so fucking big.
Yeah. You may or may not have to do that one day. We'll see.
Good.
Sue,
Yeah.
what's the plan?
I
The last thing you ended on was kitten.
No, I just wanted to see if there are folks shady happenings. I guess.
At the bar?
Or around it, outside of it. I'm not waiting inside the bar. I'm like standing around outside.
Outside of it? Yeah, roll me a perception.
Okay.
You'll just see the drug deal go down.
A second, I accidentally closed my sheet and my browser is taking forever. I think it's a +5.
They're gonna find the red light district.
+9. 25.
Wow. 25 perception. You see. You would definitely see a gathering of maybe conspicuous individuals. Probably like a block down.
Okay. Whereabouts are they hanging? Like, what's the place they're near?
Let's say the bar you went in is here. They're hanging about here.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Can I wander on by that way?
Yeah.
Just see if I can like go over here if they're speaking or anything.
Yeah, and you just want to kind of listen in.
Yeah.
Okay. With a high perception roll, I'd probably say you're able to hear them discuss taking over the Masons Guild.
Oh.
No real details, just kind of a plan to do that. And then they're actually going to go into a basement in this building.
What's the building? Is it just like a house or is it a business?
It actually just looks like for this section of town, a pretty nice house, but it does just look like a house.
Okay. Once I'm sure they're not like keeping eyes on me or something like that, can I kind of like dip around to the back of the house, kind of get a feel for what this place is?
Yeah, roll a stealth.
14 plus. $19.
Ah, how'd you put that on there? How did you do that?
21.
Who did that? Oh, okay.
Oh,
You
Little
feel like
detective.
you feel like you were not seen whatsoever. You do see two other people completely cloaked go into the basement of this home.
okay. Alright. I don't have any reason to think that I don't know anything about the Masons Guild in this town, so I don't know what they're allied with or anything like that, so I don't have any reason to really pursue this much further. I don't think so anyway. Until we find out about the Masons Guild. So maybe I'll just kind of walk around the area some more and see if there's other information I can glean.
Masons are like laborers, right?
The Masons are stoneworkers specifically.
Yeah. But I don't
Other
know
people
if
who make
they're...
bricks for structures.
But I don't know if this Masons Guild here is very heavily loyal to the crown, or maybe they're like, you know, somewhat on the down low with this revolt or anything like that, you know?
Yeah, you have no idea. I'm just telling Ween what like Masons are,
Mhm.
like by definition. People who do stonework.
Or the Illuminati.
That's like, well, Yeah,
It's
the United
stupidest-
States. It would be the Illuminati.
It's the stupidest conspiracy theory.
It's pretty bad.
Just another wing of anti-Semitism, really.
It is. Also, just very against blue collar work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what was your plan aside from that?
Oh, I was just gonna like wander around in the area, just kind of, I don't know, get a feel for the
Yeah, roll me
the
a fat percentile.
percentile. Wait, that's an 8. That's 80.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
82.
Whoa.
Derek?
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to make sure you
Excellent.
heard my
No, I did.
number.
Good shit. All right, where's this old detective guy going next?
Detective.
I really would like to know how y'all did. Is that just the player?
I actually have no idea. I did not put that here. I love it though.
Just a little detective.
I assume it's just a little player without the background.
So the other one was Scout and who else?
Steve.
It's Zokara.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, that has to go. The detective can stay.
You know what we haven't seen in a really long time?
Is it Smonk? Okay,
Yeah.
now hold on a second. You say that, but I'm gonna take you back to the bar.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh wait, this is the wrong bar. I have 2 bars right beside each other.
Yeah, Derek.
And I'm gonna reveal a small part of the map here.
Okay.
Just like, bear with me.
Okay, Derek.
Because there it is.
We also, in the other game, someone did well, it was Zokra, but someone did an incredible, in like the JC Pennies, it said like Smonk. It was crazy. It was so good.
Where is that one? What was
It's in the
that?
Dresden one.
I did it so that the font of the Smonk was perfectly aligned with JC Penney's.
You did it
And
so
was the
well,
same
I
color.
don't even remember it.
Nobody
Holy
even
shit.
noticed it until
So,
it was
like-
like there for a long period of
Well,
time.
what fucking killed me was like, everyone was like, who did? Well, Zogra's like, that was some of my finest work. And then literally 30 seconds later, everyone's like, who did that? I was like, Zogra just said this was his best work.
Wow.
There. No more smonking.
I'll move this to a castle is straight edge. No smoking.
That's true.
Till the revolt finally gets there.
No smoking, no drinking, no hookers, no
Oh my
smiling.
God, live a little.
Have you seen how Alexander
It's going to be very, very fascinating when we have to convince Alexander the fastest way to get to his sister is to help the revolt.
Holy shit.
Oh.
I think that breaks my
Oh,
oath.
no.
I don't think I can.
You're
my
oath on
God.
the crown, right?
That
But
would
if the
that would
crown-
dead ass be like you
That's
have
100%
broken your
breaking the
oath.
But
That's
if the crown is not
guaranteed.
upholding
But-
its oath,
But
Here's the
I don't
thing.
think that matters.
Plenty of the shit that Alexander does actually does not break his oath of the crown. Helping a revolt would break Alexander's oath of
yeah,
the crown.
because it's the crown is specifically king and country, regardless of what that king and country is doing. That is his oath. That's where he gets his paladin powers.
This is very much like
Mhm.
classic knight type of oath.
It's exactly what Alexander wanted.
what if we convinced them that
I mean, Alexander could
it's
always be
better to
Elsebreaker
put-
eventually.
it's better to put Alexander on the throne? Therefore, you're
still breaks
breaking your
oath.
own
That's
crown.
That's still an
his
oath.
That
oath.
100% breaks oath.
That's honestly a little worse.
Unless it is like through royal succession that you receive this throne, that 100% is like You just committed a coup against your patron,
However,
essentially.
Now,
wouldn't it
Alexander,
be crazy if realizing Alexander was alive, who would be the spiritual and legal successor to the throne? It'd be crazy.
Unfortunately, those claims are coming from a rabbit.
What'd you say?
Oh
Yeah, what were
no,
you saying,
I was gonna dunk on Alexander some more, but it's okay.
No, Shay, go ahead. You take your shot. It's your turn.
Well, I don't mean to split hairs here, Alexander, but if your devotion is to king and country, is a paladin of the crown, maybe you should stop acting like Heronius's word is the most important thing to you instead of like engaging in false idolatry.
Mm.
I mean, Heronius is like the official religion of the area,
Yeah.
isn't it, though?
Not
Is that it
anymore.
Not
Oh.
anymore. But Alexander was a paladin? Absolutely.
That's true!
It
Oh,
does make you
Alexander has
wonder
to
where
make a
his
change of
paladin
faith.
powers come from, doesn't it?
Oh
Wah,
no,
wah,
stinky
wah.
little bunny.
Did you call him a stinky
He has
little
not.
bunny?
He has not put it
Oh.
together.
He's gonna
I
be
don't
in the
think he wants-
sewers.
He is about to be a stinky little bunny. Does anybody have fireball?
Alexander has
No.
also had an internal voice speak to him on occasion. But he has never
That's true.
wanted to talk to that voice. So it has remained silent.
Oh, you hurt his feelings.
It's cool.
That's not erroneous, though.
It's not.
Yeah.
Plus, Heronius decided to be way more femme recently, which is fine. But
Good for her.
she should have told us.
Ugh.
What were we doing?
It's Steven Scout's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do y'all want to do?
Well, we're on our
Better
way
go
to
down
the
to the-
docks.
Yeah.
Well,
Like the dock, dock singular.
the pier.
Pier 1 for you.
Does Pier 1 have a jingle?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
What?
Are there people working down at the pier, Derek?
Yeah, I will also say this is obviously just a representation of the town. There's more than one like dock
No,
and
I
pier in the poor section.
I think there should be just
One really long pier for no reason.
There's one big ass pier.
We make the boats parallel park.
There are there's a lot of people working here.
Now that we're here, I don't know what to ask.
regular dock work. Like, looks like. Well, that's actually a pretty good question. Like, if there's nothing going in and out of the city, like, are they unloading? Are they loading? Like, what work is happening here currently?
Yeah,
if
give me
shit
a
is not-
perception or investigation.
Okay.
Nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Steve. Glad to have you along.
Yeah, you don't know shit
I'm
or fuck.
helping.
Peter's still thinking about poker.
I was never told to stop.
He's
Yeah,
really he's very.
Peter
committed
has
to the
genuinely stopped you all from being hunted by psychic angels.
bit. Okay. Perception and investigation, right?
Yeah.
Oh well, I probably should have dunked on Peter. 6.
All right. You have no idea what they're doing down there. They could be smuggling cocaine or saving the world. It could go either way.
Steve's gonna go up there and ask them. Just gonna say,
Great strategy.
Yeah, as you stop a middle-aged woman who seems to be pushing a cart of what appears to be fish. What do you ask her?
What appears to be fish?
Oh, you guys, Peter got a net 1.
Yeah, Peter
Yeah.
on that one. He is... Who could say?
Could be anything.
could be anything. Hello, ma'am. Got a moment to spare?
Yeah.
Don't you give the people of my city that kind of accent.
I kinda-
The crikey.
That would be so
They'll
good.
get quite cross with me if I stop for too long. How can I help you?
Oh, I was just curious. I've seen the docks around here under quite a lockdown. Are y'all still able to fish out here?
Oh yes, of course. That's what I've got on me right now.
I'm
And
gonna
she
look
opens
again
her
to see. If,
catch, and it's a lot. It's just a lot of delicious ocean fish.
I'm gonna look again. Does it look like there's people fishing?
It looks like they are unloading boats that are probably of people who have fished.
Okay. Well, are you guys able to sell that fish past the walls?
Oh yeah, that's who buys it.
I thought it was hard to get in.
Oh, I mean, we collect it here, and then a purchaser comes in and gets it and ships it around.
No, so you're not actually allowed to go in.
Oh no, of course not. The city's under lockdown.
Yeah.
What
Any
do you
idea
do
why that
here?
is? I'm a traveling gambler, and I was looking to play
Oh.
some cards in the city, but I'm afraid there's not many people who like to gamble out here for the amounts I'm looking at.
Only one casino that I'm aware of.
Nothing inside the walls?
I haven't been there. I'm not sure.
Damn.
Unlikely though. The Devil's Gambit down by the shore. That's probably the only casino here.
Down by the shore. Is that...
She would point you like right here.
No, I appreciate the information. And I flip her a coin and say, you should stop by there sometime and try your luck. Heard that coin's lucky. It's just normal coin.
She says, "Oh, so this is quite a lot. Do you think I could multiply this?"
With the luck and a hope.
Roll a d20 and give
course.
me just the raw number you get off of it.
6.
All right. Good
I
to
fail
know.
her as her luck.
Yeah,
accumulates.
you've given this woman a gambling problem.
Kitten. Unnecessary.
I'd walk back to Scout and say, I don't think we're going to be able to get much information out of these people. They're just normal fisher people, never able to actually get into the city. But we might be able to get more information at the casino.
No, there's a casino down here?
Apparently.
Oh no.
What's it called?
What is it called? It's the
Devil's Gambit.
Devil's
Devil's
Gambit.
Gambit.
Boy, that sure sounds like a fucking franchise, doesn't it?
Put the devil put in a casino in my city.
Oh my god. Alexander would bunny thump so hard. His little
would.
foot.
Surely that wouldn't happen.
Who do you think is going to get us through the sewers?
We're gonna walk in and just Aaron Silverbriar is gonna be standing there and Scout's gonna turn around and walk out like Abe Simpson. So Scout is not. Scout also didn't roll very well on her perception check, so she has no reason to not really, just agree with Steve. But she will say, well, maybe we can't get anything from the people here, but we might be able to get a look around the wall if we go out to the bottom of this singular pier here. Pier 1, if you will.
Jay.
And Pier 1 is also maybe the closest one to the city. I'm really going to drive this joke into the ground. That's how
Please
I'm going to get my
do.
character killed.
Mhm.
But I'm very little, so maybe this won't do anything. But if I can walk out onto the ocean basically as far as I can get via pier and kind of like turn and look towards the city proper, like look out in Mirror direction, is there any, like, can I see anything? I know it's a really wide distance, but is there like anything that stands out?
Roll perception.
Oh, okay.
Nobody likes to hear it.
Oh, a nat 20. So 23.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, 22.
Okay. As you roll a nat 20, you actually see an unlit freighter dump off a bunch of people right here.
Oh.
It looks mostly like a shallow water. It's just kind of like something that would transport a couple of crates. I don't know what they call those.
Neither
A
do
small
I.
boat right here. But it unloads a lot of people who are shrouded.
God damn, I got the Legolas eyes.
You do got the Legolas eyes at this moment.
Does the boat leave like soon enough for me to kind of see where it goes? Like,
Yeah, they actually just seem to be coming right back to this pier. Kitten. Do you guys hear her?
no.
Is she yowling in there?
Yeah, it sounds like a human voice
Oh.
crying out.
I was hearing something,
Is
but
it
then
your
it took.
roommate?
No, it's Kitten. She like, yow, wow.
Some Looney Tunes noises.
Yeah,
It
it's like
actually is the
literally
roommate.
some fucking Looney Tunes ass noises.
Oh, I hear her. What the hell?
Is she okay? Is she okay?
She's fine. She just does this some.
Is she running around doing
Is
it?
she pooping on the carpet?
Kitten! Stop that! Kitten!
This has
Go
gone
use
places.
the box! Use the box, little missy! No, kitten!
No.
Can't stop what started.
Do you pick up a cat when it's pooping?
I don't actually know what happens.
She
Oh.
pooped!
At
Why
that
is
point,
she
I just feel
pooping
like
on
they might
this-
as well finish.
We at
I don't
least
know,
know
man.
who's pooping here now.
Yeah, at least we figured it out. It is Kitten shitting on the carpet. And why?
Does
Is
she
she
not
constipated?
feel good? If she's yelling, she might not feel good.
Yeah, yelling mixed with like pooping wherever you can is the sign
No,
of
it's not a.
constipation.
Is it a hard turd?
No?
No, I don't. Because usually that is a sign of some form of constipation where they're just a little miserable.
It was not like particularly. Kitten! She had a.
It looks like she did another
Yeah,
one.
can you get me more paper towels?
Yeah.
Maybe she was a little constipated. It's all backed up, and pooping now.
Well,
Well,
this
she might have been, but that's a very
maybe, but it's
odd.
not firm looking.
All right, hit it with this. Clean it up. Give it a brush. I'll bring in the brush.
Thank God this is immortalized on YouTube.
Hitting shit and
Kitten, pooping.
God damn it.
You guys scoop.
Anyways, who was? Oh my god. God. All right. What was going on?
The boat with the people.
Yes. They unload a bunch of cloaked figures and it starts to drive back. Do you wait for them to arrive?
I'll tell Steve about it. I'll say, Steve, there's
Be quite a wait.
I swear I just saw a boat dump off several people on the shore of the city.
Like, what kind of people? Soldiers?
Cloaked.
That's
So
That's
people
probably
who didn't
not
want to be
good.
noticed.
hmm. Do you see anything else, or they just cloaked? Where are they going?
Did I see where they went?
You saw, just because you rolled an nat 20, you actually saw them go into this warehouse.
Okay, so they went really far actually.
Yeah, they went into the shore and into that warehouse, seemingly unimpeded.
Well, they got really far across the docks to storage unit.
Hmm.
some very, like a very large building.
I don't think that's good. In fact, I'm quite confident that's probably a very bad thing that's going to happen to either to them or with them.
Well, it's either that or they're being ferried over there. Oh,
Perhaps we should expedite our entry into the city and not wait for tomorrow.
we need to get the others. What was that about? Because with the boat's coming back, but it is apparently going to take a really long time.
Yeah, it's gonna be, you say probably like an hour at least to do
Jesus.
that much distance. This is pretty zoomed out.
I really do have them legless eyes.
You do. You rolling at 20. You got the reward.
Okay. Well, they won't be. That boat won't be back for a while, but I'd really like to be here when it docks again.
Let's go back and tell the others. We can go to the casino later.
Sounds good to me. We can go hustle and do that. I'm surprised Steve would not want to go to the casino. I mean,
Steve
I know he
definitely
but-
does want to go to the casino.
I know he does, but that he'd want to go. So not enough to kind of be like, but I think we should really go to the casino.
Steve isn't really a gambling addict.
He's just trying to own property.
He's just.
That is true. He's not the one with a problem.
If you tell him that we have an hour, he'd probably be very much more interested in notifying the others, and then we can come back later.
All right.
We got an hour. We got plenty of time.
What's this wolf howl thing?
It's like a cell phone, but there's
You
only
just-
3 of them, and Angus has one of them. Sorry, Agnes. Beef has one of them, and then Drizzle has one, and you have the other.
Gotcha.
Which
Okay,
is
so
why
you
when I
guys
came
didn't
back
have
from
one.
the bathroom, that's why I asked if Drizzle was alone, because I had thought that we were doing 2 groups.
Oh yeah, I literally have it in our public game notes of who had them originally. It was Ilja, Steve, and Jan.
Oh, I have one.
Not anymore. Unless Ilja doesn't have one, but either way, one of the groups that went exploring does not have one anymore.
I think
Unless
if I was
Fox-
staying behind, I would have given mine out.
Unless
So,
Fox had a
yeah.
spare.
I don't think I did. So
I think it makes sense if you gave it out if you were staying in that area.
Yeah.
We still have to go find Ilchin Aurora though.
That is true. They would still have to be found, but we can, I guess, Steve, if you wanna just, if Steve wants to use, I think Scout would maybe, I don't want to say forget about the group howl, but she probably isn't thinking about it. She's probably a little like adrenaline
Mm-hmm.
from
Mhm.
seeing God across the water.
God?
I mean, that was a pretty
The
hard
sight
thing
of
to
God,
say.
at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a pretty difficult thing to say. But like Steve mentioning that, like it could be like a really bad thing for those people when she kind of thought they were being like, she's like especially a little dandered up because she was probably thinking more along the lines of like they could be helped. Anyway, she might not be thinking about the group howl, so she might be like starting to hustle back if Steve wants to be the person who's like, well, wait, we can just give him a ring a ding.
Oh yeah. If now that I remember that I actually have it, you would give him a ring a ding. I'm not sure he'd know how it works. What does it look like?
It's in the note. It's in the
public
note
notes.
somewhere. Yeah.
Public game notes. Info is under there on how it functions.
Yeah. Is it pinned? No.
It was posted on January 16th. It's like one of the more recent ones.
Mhm.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna call.
It's like a.
There it is.
It makes a howl. Yeah,
Oh, well.
What does it physically look like?
it's a stone.
Oh, okay.
I think you've got to tongue kiss the wolf to make it howl. I think it's like a little.
Yeah.
It's like a little wolf head, and you gotta like.
I do think you had to make out with it.
Yeah. You.
I don't remember this. That's so funny.
It does sound like something that you guys decided.
I like the
does.
idea that there was an explanation given by Fox when this was originally handed out, and none of the party members in character just paid attention. So they're all sitting here being like, "How do I get it to work?" So they're like kissing the wolf's face and everything, and nothing's happening.
It doesn't say you can talk through it. You can just howl.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
it's like a summon.
Oh,
It's like an alert. It's a alert that can only be heard by those who have a copy of it. So it's
I
like something
did-
you can activate without worrying someone else is going to hear it.
Yeah, and I will eat that because it had like attached. So I'm
Mhm.
sorry that I didn't realize that it was not. I thought it was message, or sending.
oh, I assumed it was too.
I'm gonna give it a blow
But it's still,
regardless.
but yeah, but it's still very good and functional.
I hope Agnes also thought it was message tone, so when this rock starts screaming.
Is Agnes in the middle area? Like in
Well, no one else can hear it.
Agnes would have literally
no.
just assumed it was a telepathic form of communication. So if it does scream what he wishes to communicate, it will in fact just say out loud what he wishes to communicate.
Fox is just going to put his head in his hands for a second and be like, I need to upgrade these.
You can keep that. I don't like it.
Jeez Louise. You're not supposed to make out with it! Why'd you use so much tongue? This thing's wet! Yeah!
It wasn't me. Looks over at Alexander.
I am so unimpressed with you right now, Jan.
Right.
So Steve would
Holy
look
shit.
to Scout and say, "What happens now?"
Well, I would hope that they would hunt down the source of the noise.
Do we know where the source of the noise is?
Alexander's gonna suggest we go back to the bar because I don't understand this group howl, and I don't particularly care for it.
I like this
I think we
idea,
should just
too.
go back.
You would hear Agnes's voice just be like, "Is everything okay at your current location?"
Holy hell.
I blow into it again.
Very loud and boisterous.
How come
Oh my god.
Agnes can talk?
So powerful.
Is that legitimately just
A
Agnes
thing.
using sending?
It is.
God, we're stupid.
We have no idea.
What'd you say, Jan?
I said I don't even remember now, Derek.
Dude, I don't know either.
Jan did say-
Everybody's
Jan did
doing
say-
shit all at once.
Jan did say yes, we were fine.
Okay, that's fine. Then he's good.
You all just want a magic item at will, sending out a third level spell? That's ridiculous.
Well, he has.
There's a limit here.
Well, he has message up. Can he ask where they are?
That's Agnes?
Yeah, can he be our middle point?
Where he is?
No, where Doubt and Steve are. We
You
don't
want
know where
like
they
Agnes
are.
to set up a
Is this
three-way
telephone-
call?
Yeah, is this telephone?
This is a
with N?
disaster. Can we just go back to the
Yeah,
bar?
I'm gonna say Agnes would not even know where that is, where anyone else is.
Can we send
I'm
a call
not
to Agnes on
I'm
collect?
not the one who said we should use the group's howl, but everybody was like, we really gotta use the group's howl.
I thought it
mean,
was
it's
something else.
If only y'all just read the item description.
It's
I don't
been
have-
a year.
It's been a
Read.
year.
It has been.
That's fair.
Before we go to the bar, I would like to check out this wall and see how well guarded it really is.
This wall?
Like, not just that specific spot, but like take
The
like the
entire
long way
wall
around.
from the lower city is at least 60 feet high.
Well constructed, no.
Exceptionally well constructed. There's really no break points aside from certain areas that allow for drainage.
Okay. Just curious. Yeah. On with the bar. How long does the group hall thing go off? It's still going off.
I don't want to talk about the group huddle anymore. Let's just forget it.
Alright,
We
you
all
guys are back
head-
at the bar.
Yes, please.
I don't have it anymore. I gave it to Fox. I don't want it.
They can't all be winners. That's okay, Fox.
It is
I
what
think
it is.
our unrealistic expectation.
So I think once everyone's there, Steve
What
would
is this?
say,
This is
What is
me.
that? Oh.
"What?
I can't put an icon on the map.
Oh my god, I realized the music stopped.
I haven't been able to hear music all night.
Yeah, I have been having a very hard time hearing any music.
I just
These
had very
past few
subtle music
months.
on for a while, but
No, I just mean these past few months, I very rarely hear any music.
that's
I
what
don't know
it
what's
is.
going on.
I think something's going on with Roll20 and their new system that they're trying to roll out.
Also, who is this?
That's
Oh,
old.
that's an old icon.
Okay.
Gotta update it.
Was Aurora able to do anything?
Aurora went with Ilja.
And while they were out with Elja.
Oh.
Kafka, go away.
Oh, I actually just stayed at the bar.
Okay.
I was gonna see if anyone came in, but it's all good because I think we figured out enough.
Your bar doesn't get much traffic, does it?
It's as much as it needs, I'd say, she says.
That's good. Keeps you in business, I suppose.
Sure does, she says enthusiastically.
Okay.
Yeah. Once everyone's there, Steve would say, I think Scout and I may have seen something quite disturbing over by the pier."
What did you see?
Looks to Scout.
I will relay the information about disembark.
No way.
For the
And
hell of
you'll-
it, I will also mention that the boat was returning to the dock in the poorer area, and that it was probably going to take like an hour to get there. And also just for the hell of it, I'll say, and Steve found a casino.
A casino. I can't get. It's like, well,
Gambling in my city.
yeah, I'm gonna try and. He's gonna try and rein it in. That's unusual.
Called the Devil's Gambit.
It's called the what?
The Devil's Gambit. It's a pretty standard casino name from what I've experienced.
Well, if I become king of the city, I know what I'm going to do first. Anyway, we learned a little bit as well. There seems to be some sort of underground revolution rising up against the current monarchy, along with, and they are being aided by vampires, apparently, that are coming from across the sea. So the harbor is exceptionally well defended at present.
The Golthiases?
They just said vampires.
That's presently the only vampires we know, right?
It is,
So yeah.
but also it's not wrong.
Well, it isn't, but just to kind of like say
Yeah.
thinking that there's no other like. Well, the vampires were. But what? Well, that's not a conversation I think to have in this establishment. Why are they revolting, and why would they require the help of such allies? That lead sure got buried.
I don't know why they would rise up. But as far as I know, there was never any complaints against the monarchy in my time. But things are quite different. The church seems quite zealous. I would say perhaps uncomfortably so.
And you can't understand why the people would be opposed to that?
Well, I don't know what's going on. I haven't been here in 900 years. I know that things were at peace when I was here, and we were fighting a war on one front. There were no vampire attacks in my time. There was nothing that was attacking us from across the sea, and the people were certainly not rising up. I don't know what's going on.
That said, she's gonna come by your table and say, "Do y'all want any drinks?"
Yes.
I'm good. I'd like to keep a clear head.
One beer, please.
Got a
what's the-
beer. Yeah. What do you want? Short staff.
I look at Alexander.
What are you?
Nope, not him. She says you.
I still don't know who you're referring to.
Oh, weaned.
Oh. I thought you meant Alexander.
No. I think you're actually shorter than Alexander, aren't you?
Dude, I don't know. It's fantasy.
Ian's ever-changing size.
Yeah, your finest mirror bar ale, I guess. Well,
Okay. That said, she will bring Steve back a fine beer and wean back the best ale.
hey.
And she'll go back behind the bar. Continue your discussion.
Vampires, 400 years. Wars. Gambling.
I wonder if there's any way we could contact these revolutionaries.
No, there isn't, and we
Why
shouldn't.
not?
Be
I mean,
we
it might
cannot.
be the easiest way to. No. Okay.
If you want to contact the revolutionaries, you will be doing it without me because I cannot get involved with that.
Well, it might help to at least get to know them. You don't have to help
Yes,
them,
dude,
but getting
you can.
information wouldn't be the worst idea.
I cannot get involved with anything revolutionary about this kingdom. I cannot do it, regardless of what
Your
this kingdom
paladin
is
oaths,
doing.
I suppose.
Don't
Yes.
you think not hearing the problems that the monarchy is causing might be an issue that may have caused this?
I am a.
Paladin
I
oath
am
are
not.
not that lenient.
I am not a paladin of the people. I am a paladin of the crown, and the one who is ruling it is currently my sister, and I can do nothing that would involve any sort of overturning of this. If I do, I lose my powers.
I think Jan's gonna give like a Bianca, like, okay.
It is a very serious oath, and it cannot be broken. I can, if this is the course you want to go, then by all means, but I cannot be a part of it. When we reset, I don't think those powers come back. And even if they did, I don't know if I could live with it, knowing what I did, that I broke my oath. Lady Scout, you're something of a paladin. Surely you understand.
Did the words out of his mouth,
We
I
can-
was going to defend this man.
We can
And
break
then,
him.
And then he said something of a paladin.
As you say that, someone does enter the bar and sit at a table in the corner.
Hey, you got another customer. Good for you.
Scout, are
Jan,
you at
why
the table or are you standing at the door?
I'm sorry, I'm at the table now.
Okay, I was just curious.
I was at the door earlier.
Wasn't sure.
I did stay at the door earlier, but I did decline a drink. Sorry, Alexander, you can go ahead and like finish your question.
Something of a paladin.
Something of a pal. Yeah, oh boy.
Yeah, I think that's more important.
A strange mockery of the job.
I know. I didn't
No,
like
I'm just
saying
I'm just
it.
kidding.
But it is what he would.
Yeah.
Because Scout's not purely paladin.
She has A level in fighter.
One.
I know
One.
tainted it.
Say singular. Literally just so she can dual wield. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of how to react because she really was just about to like defend him,
I know.
and that comes out of his mouth, and
I
she's
know.
like, well, Alexander, oh man,
let me. When he said something of a paladin, it's more like there's no good really excuse for this, but it was like I am a paladin of this kingdom, and you are a paladin of yours, which are different.
She's not. Which
We
I think is
don't
what she's trying to say in the most gentle, but also sort of like, Alexander, this is kind of a problem with, like, she doesn't want to dunk on his oath, but I think probably what she would say, like, very very patiently and slowly, in the way that you say something that you have worked very hard in anger management to not fly off the handle about, which is that, Alexander, my oath was taken in the need to defend this world from extraplanar threats, and keep it from being destroyed. So in that regard, we are very much different in that I would dedicate my all to save this sphere on which I reside instead of a single few.
But when did you make this oath?
That's a good question.
I think
it is.
Because what he would say, because he was like, I made this oath 900 years ago, before there was any sort of need, or even longer, 900 years ago, and he was just a teenager. But there wasn't any extra, whatever this is, this time loop shenanigan. It is an oath I made, and one of the last remaining things I have that tie me to the world that I once knew. It was made long before all this.
What is the oath the Scout made?
Well, but because she originally made it when we didn't realize we were time looping.
Wasn't Scout a ranger?
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
she was a ranger. She was a ranger, and then after the library.
After that, found Timora.
Yep. I think, right?
I think so.
That sounds right to me.
I thought it was before that. Was it not?
It might it might have been right before then.
I thought it was right before the library. The library was like the mission you had after you realized that that woman on the road was Timora.
Yeah, so I think there was like a big thing that happened that made her. So it was either after or before. It was around then, regardless.
Righto. Either way, what is Scout's oath?
That's like I said, it's a really good question, and I think kind of like how she put it, right? So she's a Oath of the Watchers, which is a paladin that is committed to. I will read the exact description. I think the oath is even covered in.
Yeah, actually, do read it because I'm unfamiliar with that one.
Sorry, my 5e tool decided to reset. Oath of the Watchers. The Oath of the Watchers binds paladins to protect mortal realms from the predations of extraplanar creatures, many of which can lay waste to mortal soldiers. Thus, the Watchers hone their minds, spirits, and bodies to be the ultimate weapons against such threats. Paladins who follow the Watchers over are vigilant and spying out the influence of extraplanar forces, often establishing a network of spies and informants to gather information on suspected cults. To a Watcher, keeping a healthy suspicion and awareness about one's natural is wearing armor. The paladin who assumes the Oath of the Watchers swears to safeguard mortal realms from otherworldly threats, vigilance, loyalty, and discipline.
That's perfect. You guys do have very different oaths.
Yeah.
Which
So I
is
think
perfect.
loyalty's in both of them, right?
It is. There is some overlap there.
Yeah.
If you all choose to find it.
I think Watchers is usually directed towards like Fiend extraplanar, so I know that we like made it a little bit more celestial oriented.
Oh, I mean, but I feel like, yeah, I know we made it more celestial oriented, but honestly, it should be both. Celestials don't have the mortal realm's best interests in mind any more than fiends do. It's just they lie on different sides of the alignment. That said, continue from wherever y'all left off here.
I mean, Scout does actually understand what Alexander is saying, despite being slightly offended by him conveying in a way that made her feel that he's looking down on her. No, and it certainly wouldn't. It certainly wouldn't garner us the audience that we wish to have on this first entry into the city.
I didn't come. Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
I didn't come here to break my paladin oaths, to betray my god and kingdom. I came here to talk to my sister. Quite the opposite of what you were all suggesting. And that is where I stand on the matter.
Just to be clear, she was saying no, Alexander is right.
I know, it was a general statement to the table. Not to Scout in particular.
Yeah. And we do have one way, one proven way to get inside. Unless we were to go investigate that ship returning.
We should definitely do that anyway. Or at least some of us. The sneakier ones. I think I've proven I'm not sneaky, so I don't think I will.
I would say the harbor is very dangerous, which is what we ascertained in our little out and about. But if these sneakier ones, as was said, would go, then
It's
think
like,
that's safe.
I think when Scout explained it, like the boat was not going to the harbor. It like docked on the side coast.
Okay. I knew it went into the harbor, so
The people, like the people, walked like all the way across the harbor on like with no trouble.
oh, I see.
Out of character, where is it docking when it comes back on that map? I don't think I understood that.
When did that tiefling get in the bar?
Who could
Oh,
say?
hey.
Doc's here.
And then
Now-
it goes back to where these 5 blue.
I don't think it's very fair to have someone go read something on another web page and dump NPCs when she's tabbed out.
You're absolutely right. Except you have an ability that tells you who and what is a celestial, fiend, or fae at any point.
Who is that? Who are these people? There's a lot of people here.
A lot of people have been coming in and out of this bar since you guys have been talking. It's kind of the nighttime, which seems to be when this bar really picks up.
They're having a very loud conversation about oath.
Who could say?
Is this a Kenku or an Aircroak?
It's a lizard.
That's a oh. I think I can see it now. Yeah.
That's not a bird.
You can see where I thought it was a bird.
No, I
When it's
can't.
small.
But I believe you.
No, I can kind of agree with Ween. It's got a hunched over, but I
That's legit.
Because if a Kenku is like sitting near
well, now that
Who
I'm
brings up
actually
a good
looking,
question? What is a bird but a lizard with feathers?
Alright, Yak.
Jesus
was that Yak's
Christ.
4 a.m. message to you?
No.
It does sound like something Yak would say.
Or 6 a.m. That's what it was.
What were you saying, Shay?
oh, never mind.
Oh. But what was it? Or what does anyone want to do? You have noticed a cavalcade of people pour in while you have all been discussing stuff.
Well, that's my 2 cents, is that the sneakier people should go to the docks and see what's up with that boat. I think I would hang out here and listen in on the other conversations going around, trying to get information about the resistance without Alexander.
Knowing that you're doing this?
Well,
Yeah.
what
I just want
was-
information because he seems very sensitive about just getting information about it.
What I was gonna ask. Oh, sorry, Naya.
No, go on, Shay. I had nothing to say. I was
No, I just didn't want to because I was looking at another page and didn't see a lot of icons getting added to the map because I was looking at my paladin information. Because I'm kind of like I've got my back to the wall and can see like a bunch of the bar. I was probably very engaged in the conversation with everybody, but when I do look up, I need to ask if the tiefling at the bar, like, is that a reused icon or is that like, because that looks like
This one here?
there's like yeah, those are the sexy bartenders from Asmodeus's casino.
They're not actually.
They're
this
not.
Is a new one. They're not.
That's a new sexy tiefling.
This is
bartender?
a new sexy tiefling.
Shit.
Shay, as a lover of sexy tieflings, I have many of these on tab.
That sexy tiefling looks so much like the previous sexy tieflings from afar. So I was gonna ask if that was like recognizable as like one of his sexy tiefling girls.
Remarkably, it does not look like exactly the one you've seen at Asmodeus's bar.
Okay.
I think Jan would also be up to checking out the casino that Steve talked about, to no one's surprise.
Yeah, Stevie's not super stealthy, so you'd probably want to go to the casino.
The two things Alexander probably wouldn't want to do.
Nope.
Alexander loves casinos.
He's just not stealthy enough to do the boat thing because he wears plate.
Well, the
Oh,
casino
yeah.
is not with the boat.
I know there's two different things
Okay.
happening. There's the boat thing happening and the casino thing happening. He's not stealthy enough to do the boat thing, which has been the suggestion, and he's not stepping foot in a casino. That's the issue.
That's legit.
Alexander, perhaps you can join us and maybe help save the people who are overwhelmed by their addictions.
What?
What do you think I am exactly?
A paladin of some sort. The crown, you said?
Go to the casino. I will figure out something to do here.
You might be gambling with your life if you're by yourself. He'd say, laughing.
Yeah, I won't.
But at
I
least
won't leave.
my
I won't
soul
leave that
is
fucking
safe.
rabbit.
Well, you want to do the boat stuff, right?
I mean, I'm interested. I'm not gonna leave Alexander alone for all of his bunny problems.
Wouldn't Ilja be really good for the?
All of his bunny
Though,
problems.
though, my God, if I walk into that casino, it's gonna be a problem. So maybe I should stay with Alexander.
Who's laying on the couch? I have no idea what Ilja's good at.
I think Ilja's pretty sneaky. I mean, they are roguey.
Vaguely remember them being on the roof of something and sneaking around on the ceiling.
Like from the Grudge or like a ninja?
Who said, and during the game, sneaky. I am sneaky. Okay, so what's the plan?
I want to check out the Den of Sin.
The casino?
Yeah.
I wish to sin.
At the den.
Does anyone else wish to sin?
Every day.
But it is getting late,
But
and
I
I really
can't.
want to know what the docs get.
You have to pick one, Ween.
Well, I want to hear the docs, is what I'm saying. I will be going to the casino, whether that's
Okay.
tonight or next
I
game.
do not know if we have a functioning team for the docks, is all, because I know Sue's laying down.
Oh yeah.
Who would like to be there for
Ilja
the
also
casino?
wants to sin.
We all wish to sin, except for our paladins.
Yeah.
Oh no, Scout wants to sin,
Oh.
but she can't.
You guys open the door of the casino, and it is exactly what you'd expect. It's like you're back at Veranta.
Oh, this
And in
is a
fact-
franchise.
At the very entrance, you see a small gnome that says,
Oh,
"Hello and
oh,
welcome to
she's
Asmodeus'
here.
casino."
Now, I
And-
killed her.
Yeah, and actually, she seems to stand over the people who have entered, and as long as she does not see the bunny, she will continue.
Thank God he didn't go.
Now, funny enough, if she does see the bunny, she turns into this individual, who is Chris Maloney, our hero.
Is that just her disguise?
That's her disguise, Chris Maloney.
Wait
How
a second.
long has it been her
But
disguise?
who could say? But Alexander is not here, so she is here as Gwendolyn.
How nice of her to take Alexander's mental well-being and
She
consideration.
absolutely did not want Alexander to be upset by seeing her alive, so she did scan the group ahead of time. It's not Alexander's fault that she really can't die without a really long ritual involved. She wanted him to have a W. So yeah, as you guys enter, she says, "How can I help you?"
We're here to sin.
Well, yeah, obviously that's kind of why you go to a casino. It's all sin. But what do you
Yeah.
want to like do?
What do you have?
Anything you can think of?
I'll admit, I've never been to a casino that has a receptionist, so this is a new one for me. I'm just gonna go over there. And I'm
What kind of
gonna,
casino have you gone to? You just
Uh,
raw dogging it in there?
yeah, and I'm gonna
That's
walk
fucked
off.
up.
Do you, Steve would not walk off, and he'd ask, "Do y'all use gold
there,
or
little
just or
man.
chips?"
Chips typically.
All right.
Though
How
if you
much?
have gold, we'll take it from you gladly.
Oh,
Gosh, you're
how
gonna be a pretty
much?
good cut. How much gold do you want to give up?
Oh, let's see. How much
To
gold do I
convert
have?
into your chips.
I believe I have a
What kind
decent
of chips
amount.
are they? Lay's?
They're Pringles. The fake chips.
I'm gonna get how much would 10 gold be too much? Would that be an
I'm-
egregious amount?
No, not even close. Not in this
Okay.
casino.
Give me a 25 gold's worth.
Peter, people are playing with souls here.
She have
Oh.
2,500 chips.
Hell yeah. Making a note. All right. Where's the blackjack?
She would say 2 floors down to the left, second door on the right.
Thank you kindly. I'd head that way with a smile on my face, excited to play cards in a real place for once.
Okay. You go and follow her instructions. What does everyone else want to do?
Is Stu back?
Sue is laying on the couch.
Yeah, Sue's not gonna be back.
I don't think Sue is going to be
Okay.
back.
Just wanted to check. I feel like I've done a lot. What are you doing, Co?
I guess I'm probably sneaky with Sue. It's probably what I'll end up doing.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Because
were here.
I do have me. No, I do have the sneak cloak, so I feel like I should be sneaky with with Sue.
Sue isn't sneaking. Sue's at the casino.
Okay.
I thought Sue was sneaky.
Who said they wanted to sin was the last thing I heard. They are sneaky, but they want to sin. But if they're on the
But
couch,
whatever. If the question was, is a group going to the thing tonight, or are we going after sinning, or are we going before?
Well, here's the thing. There's not gonna be a time because I have to tell this lady at the bar if we need to meet that contact, because then the contact comes tomorrow morning and we just sneak through the sewers. So if the
right,
boat thing is happening, it needs to happen tonight.
right. So that's why I wanted to know, because
If you want to do it, Co, you'll probably be the only one that does it, because I think Scout's gonna stay with Alexander, and Alexander can't sneak because he's wearing plate.
right. I was gonna say, I think Sue is kind of in agreement with like, if we need to go sneaky, Sue will go sneaky.
yeah. So that might
Which
be
is-
something we deal with next week. or
Yeah.
Next time. So, and that's okay. As far as the casino, I think I would walk around looking at. I assume there are slot machines, maybe.
Gary, only slot machines.
Yes.
Okay. I'd probably look around trying to find like somebody playing the slots that isn't super well dressed, but also looks like they've just been sitting there for a while. Maybe someone that's down on their luck. And try to sit
What
next to them.
perception check?
Perception. That's not good. That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. Hold on. I'm the perfect person who to be up against.
I don't like this.
No, it'll be great. Don't worry.
It's gonna be like a guard that's off duty. And they're like,
You just want to
"Yes, I
usurp
know
them?
you." Huh?
You just want to take their spot? Or like, what was the
I
goal?
was gonna sit next to them. I was gonna try and start up a conversation. Was the goal? I want to walk up next to them, beat the shit out of them, and then take their money.
Okay, perfect.
Then maybe start conflict with Asmodeus.
Well, hold that thought. I need to make like a Roll20 folder of reoccurring characters.
Yeah.
It doesn't stick per game. Oh, there we go. Wayne, you were up next to this person.
Great.
Queen is
So what did you do?
Does he look like he's really into his slot machines?
Oh yes, very much so.
Oh, I'll sit next to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play the slots. At least one game of it.
How'd you do?
I don't know. Do I roll something?
Yeah, roll a d20.
I got 5.
Not very good.
Ugh. Man, that is my 20th failure tonight. Have you had any luck here?
Play more to say. Oh, I've had plenty. Are you having a streak of bad luck?
Terrible. No matter what I roll, it's just all bad.
All bad. Why don't you try one more time?
Hmm.
We can roll percentile and add 50 to it.
Eric, I don't want that.
It's too bad.
Could add 50?
Add 50.
That's 132.
Okay. You win the jackpot.
I think inside my head, shit.
And this person beside you says, "Oh my, well, aren't you the lucky one?"
That doesn't usually happen. That's crazy.
It doesn't usually happen to any of us.
That's how
Insight?
slots work.
Yeah, roll an insight. Is that deception 37?
Yeah, I rolled a 2. I'm not gonna even look at
All
what I
right.
add to that.
You think he's telling the truth?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm gonna get up and walk away.
Just gonna
Fair
leave your
enough.
winnings.
No, I'm taking it with me.
Dancing, you get like 2,500 gold.
What? Damn.
I want to look for someone else to talk to.
Sure. Roll a percentile die.
God damn.
Your favorite.
Eric's really
I
going
hope it's-
ham with these percentile
I hope
dice.
it's that man again. You
Same
go to a
one.
different machine and it's just
It's
him.
just Asmodeus in a hat.
Like Team
With
Rocket.
a mustache drawn on.
I got a 14.
Okay. With a 14, you sit down, and there's actually no one there for a bit.
Okay.
Do you want to play the slots in the meantime?
I guess. Why not? My plan's not going the way I thought, so might as well.
What did you want?
Huh?
How did you want your plan to go?
Oh, I was trying to find someone that looked like they were down on the luck, so I could talk to them about the resistance in some way. And Asmodeus was not on the top of my list of people to
No.
talk to.
You've not found anyone like that on your journey here.
Everyone's winning.
So okay, so let's look at it from when I look around at the people that are playing. Do they look like they're from the area that we are in? Like the
One of them does. And as you kind of roll, this individual looks pretty down on his luck.
Is he in a uniform?
He is.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I think Jancina would know not to do this, at least. I'm going to try to cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay.
I don't remember how that works in this magical hell casino, if that goes bad.
Either. What does this guy self do?
Well, it disguises me as someone else, so I'm just gonna make. If he looks like he's one of the guards, I'm gonna try and make myself look like someone else. Maybe just a passerby I saw on the street, like a human that's short, wild hair, a lot of grime, a dock worker with. Let's say that a dock worker.
A dock worker?
Yeah, a dock worker.
Give me one second.
Please don't.
You look
kill me.
any shorter or taller?
Can I look shorter or taller?
You can look 1 foot shorter or taller.
Then I will look taller.
Okay. As
Hopefully
you
taller.
go up to this person, they seem to be absolutely furious at the slot machines.
Not having much luck there?
No.
Sir?
You just, they come up and they're just like, God damn it! This odds are ridiculous!
Oh, I'm not having much luck either, as I hide my winnings.
Really?
Not at all. I feel like I've lost almost everything I've owned.
That's not just me. These odds at this casino are insane. Surely these must be cheating.
Oh, possibly, sir. Can't imagine why the crown would allow these swindlers to be in this city.
It's the outer city. Who really cares? Am I right? And he rubs elbows with you.
I live here.
Roll deception.
Yeah. Can it be a performance?
No.
Oh.
Be a deception.
No.
No.
16?
16? He says, oh, 2 right. Where are you from around here?
I would mention around where the inn is.
Okay.
Whatever did you name the inn?
No.
I don't remember that.
I think I might have.
Godfrey.
Either way. So you're a farmer.
No, I work down at the docks. I just recently got a job there. Haven't been in this country for too long, actually.
No.
Maybe less than a year.
That's crazy. What have you done the entire time you're up here? Sure, you weren't a dock worker.
Well, yes, I was.
Roll a deception, he says.
Oh my god.
He says roll a deception.
Hold on, I had to get up. Uh, 11?
Oh. You've worked at the... That's insane.
Why is that insane, sir?
I didn't think they hired foreigners until recently.
Well, I'm a very good worker.
Obviously, you're here, right?
Correct.
And he toasts you a drink.
Oh. I need a drink first, but thank you. I'll try to toast him with my non-drink.
Yeah, if you don't have a drink, you just kind of toast him with an invisible glass. But he'll down back a whiskey.
Oh. Oh god, out of character. Nervous about talking to guard. Didn't think that part through. Well.
And I'll say, what brought you up here?
Oh, that's just thought there would be more opportunities up here. You know, don't have much family back in
Back where?
Deep, where the hell it was.
Where was it, Wayne?
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie this time. I'm gonna say Barovia. How about that?
Alright. You say Barovia?
Mm-hmm. It's
What's
under
the
new
poison?
government, and I wasn't really for it. They put this crazy bird in charge. I actually don't remember what you came up with, what happened to Barovia in this timeline, so.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Ooh, that's better. Persuasion. That's a 19.
So he would say, oh my god, you're from Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that weird crow's in charge.
Mm-hmm.
And
Have you heard
Shrap
of
is
them?
dead.
Yeah, they
Oh my
originally
god.
we had a vampire in charge.
Hysterical. I can't believe he would lose to those embarrassments.
Embarrassments. What do you mean?
No, the people that beat him. Embarrassing. A joke.
Well, I don't think that's very accurate. I mean, they did win against our very strong
Why would you
lord.
think that? He says, laughing.
Well, I was there, and I just said I didn't like the changes.
Roll deception or persuasion.
21?
21. To which one?
That's persuasion.
Persuasion. He would say, oh my god, you really are the Jan Cena. Undeniable then.
What? I didn't say that.
How embarrassing. He would say.
Who is Jan Cena?
Well, you, of course. You just told me.
I don't believe I did.
You did. Well,
That,
maybe not in so many words, but
No, I'm a dock worker. My name's
How did it feel to lose your friend?
Okay.
Holly? Was that what her name was? Their name? I'm not actually sure what Harley was. A blackbird of some sort. What is you gonna do?
Run away.
You're thinking you shouldn't fight, but you want to fight, but you shouldn't fight. But you
He is very infuriating.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready for a time restart?
Trash this place. Trash it so good.
I don't think Alexander would ever forgive Jan.
Yeah, Alexander's never gonna forgive Jan as it is.
I do love Aya's streak of just playing the most unforgiving characters. Characters that love to hold a grudge. Just
Oh, it's really good.
I adore it.
All of you all play chaotic characters. You had to have someone that came in and played the lawful one. It's just balance. Yin and yang.
Shay's right here.
Shay teeters.
I would say most of us don't play chaotic characters.
I would say all of you except Shay and Aya play chaotic characters.
Derek has insulted me so many times tonight.
I said Shay and Aya.
Some of my characters I don't mean to be chaotic.
I mean, you do.
What are you talking about? Ween?
Yeah, this one I'm talking about.
This one 100%.
Wayne, you've never played a waffle character.
Wayne, I really want to know what Jancina is going to do. What does Jancina do?
Yeah, do what is right. Don't worry about Alexander's reaction.
What about Jan's reaction?
If you die, you start over. No biggie.
Now, does it start over when all of us die, or just when one of us dies?
All of you have to die.
Or we can tap the reset whenever we need
That's
to,
true.
but also
You can tap the fabrics.
But the person with the reset's in a bar with a rabbit.
There's a lethal, extremely toxic snail that is chasing us all, and every time we hit the reset button, everything resets except for the snail.
Except for
and
the snail.
snail keeps getting closer.
It could be anywhere in the
all
world.
time.
We don't actually know. It's just getting closer to us.
So
If the snail ever touches you, you die.
what is Jan
permanently.
gonna do?
How do we stop the snail?
What am I gonna do, Aya?
You gotta do what Jan thinks is right, and this man is insulting the shit out of you.
Oh, he is. Fully. And he seems to know more about your past than you would even expect.
If you ruin Steve's chance to actually gamble,
he
will
going
never
to.
forgive
So,
you.
Steve will never forgive.
I
If
think
he's paying from another establishment, Fox is going to be very unhappy.
he's gonna put his imaginary drink down. It's like, so who are you?
I'll say, what are you talking about? Just a native Mirabaran, of course. And the smile fades from him.
If I look around, are there people around us?
Oh yeah, tons of people.
Anyone like that's actually like a scarred or like for this place?
Well, perception.
Yeah, I know. I ain't no shit. Think
You have
that
a character
is
know who guards this
9.
place.
Oh, I do. I know.
No,
That's a
you don't
9.
see anyone.
All right.
It's just because she's short. Run!
No.
Someone who's way stronger than a Baylor.
Dude, I once had a teacher sneak up on me because she was just shorter than all the students, and I didn't catch her until it was too late.
That's what's happening right now.
What was
It's
the
about to
result?
happen. Oh, I had my extra credit taken away, and my friend's extra credit got taken away as well. They were copying my answers.
Oh, rip.
Well,
What are you
we
gonna
tried
do?
this the diplomatic way, and I'm gonna grab him by the scruff of his uniform and push him against.
Holy shit. I mean,
against
give me
the
a
slot
strength check.
machine.
Shove him in the coin slot.
Be a big
This man's
bully.
gonna get Ween.
That's a 20.
Wayne, as you easily lift this man up from his chair and slam him against the coin slot, and in the entire time, roll an insight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Insight. That's a 14.
14 is actually enough to know. He's looking you in the eye, beaming from ear to ear. He couldn't be happier that you've chosen this course of action. And he just looks at you and says, "What are you gonna do, little man?"
This is getting me nowhere. I'm just gonna toss him.
Okay. Where do you toss him?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just toss him like across.
Is there a ball pit nearby?
Ew.
I mean,
Okay.
that could be dangerous. What
Not
if there's
that
like
mean.
stuff in there?
Ween, before you toss him, you
mule.
feel your entire joints lock up
Yeah.
as this person comes and says, "No violence in the casino." Mr. Cena, I thought we talked about this.
We know.
I'm gonna have to detain you.
That's all right.
You're
You
good with that?
better. For how long?
24 hours at least.
I can't do that.
You're gonna have to.
I have to leave.
And that's where we'll leave off for next time. Jancina has been detained at the casino for 24 hours.
This wasn't my fault.
No, it is.
It is, 100%. You did not have to do any of this.
I just wanted to get information about the resistance. I thought poor people would be in here to talk to.
Poor people would be in the casino.
Yes, that's where they go.
But
They're like,
I think
oh,
like
easy money.
everything that you have decided to do is completely against things that Alexander wanted. Talking about the resistance, gambling. So I think maybe you should stay in that prison and think about your actions.
Well, when y'all need to intimidate someone or break some fingers or break
We
into
didn't.
anything.
We didn't want you to do. We didn't want you to break fingers.
It worked out.
Oh well, no, you didn't. But
No, we didn't.
it
Both
got us
Scout
what we
and
needed.
Alexander were horrified.
It got you what you needed, though, didn't it?
Good shit. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, we'll figure out what happened.
I can't wait for Steve to walk by. I'm like, what? I left you alone for 2 seconds.
Steve's gonna have the time of his life gambling, win or lose, and he's gonna be like, "Oh man, what a great time! What were we doing here again? Oh shit, where's Jan?"
I fucking.
It's like a day later.
Oh no, both of them miss it because they're too busy.
I don't want to go on another character bender, but maybe that's what Alexander needs to do.
I don't think Jan's gonna be okay being contained for 24 hours and might actually try to fight his way out of the damn casino. Because he wouldn't know any better.
That's legit.
Because I don't think he has ever been to the casino.
Mm-mm. I actually don't think he's ever met. Oh no, that's not true.
He's met Gwendolyn. He's never been to
Jancina has indeed met Mr. Silver. Has met Mr. Silverbriar and said to bring Emmerich back dead. And here's a compass. Here was a compass in which to find him.
That's right.
It is. And
That
you
was a
actually
very long time ago.
threw that compass into the abyss.
Did I do that?
Never to be found again. You did that. Never to be found again.
Right.
It worked out.
It did. It works out to the exact situation you're in now.
Actions have consequences many years later.
When will you learn that your actions
Yeah,
have
apparently many years later.
All right, y'all. I need to hit the bed.
Good night, Peter.
Good night.
Good night, Peter.
Have a head out.
Hope you all had fun.
Fun night.
Did that go the way
Truly
you
not.
thought?
No, absolutely not.
Never does.
Does it ever?
No, I had combat ready in the warehouse. We all just went in the sewer and just did what I thought you would do.
Yeah, we may yet go in the sewer. Who fucking knows anymore?
We can't go in the sewer because Jancina's in prison.
Now you have to break me out.
No,
But you're
fuck
not
out.
going to.
Jancina's
Fuck
in
Jancina.
Jancina's in a prison in Beator.
That's worse than a regular prison.
Oh, it's way worse. But it's a prison you can talk someone out of.
Is it 24 normal hours?
What's
I
the
don't know if
other?
this-
Beator hours. Who
What
could
is-
say how long that is in real life?
I feel like some people might know.
Does anyone have a fiendish contract with the devil?
No.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Well, wait, looks like you're straight out of luck.
That said, I hope you all had fun.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was a little lower energy than I would have liked to be, and I'm just kind of sickly. So I hope it was enjoyable.
I actually think it was productive. I think we got a
Yeah.
lot done.
I will have this map of Mirabar a little more filled out. I spent a long time on this, and then I was like, oh god, I didn't spend enough time writing.
I thought it looked really good.
It could be a lot better. That said, I'm glad you like it. I just want it to be more distinctive in its like quadrants. And I told Aya this throughout the week. I hope y'all are okay that I'm making y'all work for like getting into the city proper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I think it's interesting.
I just want more of an opportunity for you to have to work within the city's situation before you're just like, all right, we're in the palace before we die.
I think what's
And
funny
we'll
is
see what it's like.
I was wanting to get information about like the state of the city, like how the people see everything going on. And I was going to talk to the bartender when the bar was empty. And I got up to brush my teeth, and when I came back, the bar was full. And I'm like, well, fuck. Because I didn't want everyone to overhear that conversation. So I was going to pretend, well, not pretend, but I was going to tell them how I'm from, I just came from Barovia, and about working up a resistance there and all this other crap. Which is why I was like, oh, there should be someone in the casino to talk to. I was not expecting it to be a guard.
That might be just unfortunate chance. It also just depended on your percentile rolls.
Yeah.
And
No,
the
it was
guard's
fine.
certain rolls.
It was fine. It was just funny. I do want to know how the guard knew me.
Ween, what if I just told you this wasn't a guard?
Oh, makes sense. But he's wearing the guard outfit?
He is.
Okay.
Actually, to
then
a
he would
T.
know.
Almost as a costume.
Yeah, the jam would know.
Exactly. But it is an unfortunate fellow you ran into in the casino.
Go.
That's
I did try to get.
That is entirely legitimately possible.
I did try to get Alexander to not kill her.
She cannot die. She
Yeah,
whispers
but
she could die that easily.
I still tried. I was still on her side.
Yeah.
No, she wanted to die.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
She thanked Alexander after he did it. For trying.
If you actually undo the ritual to kill her, she'll be thankful for it. And she might end up like a Emmerich-esque character where she can do several objectives for you at every restart.
Need a lot of shit for that ritual.
You do need a lot of shit for that ritual.
Do we know that ritual?
Yes.
Already?
Scout does, I think.
Yeah, we have a paper.
I hope that's okay mechanically.
What?
So while resets are intended, there are certain things that just stay permanently. Some of them are things you will not know about, but some of them are things like Gwendolyn will be permanently on your side from every reset at the beginning indefinitely.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
I do like Gwendolyn. Scout likes Gwendolyn. She thinks she's cool.
Yeah, it's another gnome that's like good-hearted and reasonable.
Yeah, and with not necessarily happily.
Not what?
Not necessarily happily so.
No. But if you finish her curse, she's pretty useful.
I am incredibly curious what Alexander will pick when we eventually have to make the choice about his sister being bad